hurtful, we both know. When the weekdays come around, is when I feel like I'm safe and sound. Why does it have to be that way? Every single day I feel this way.
My heart froze, my shit ice cold, Trey. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads, pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys, put you in position to win. Bless you without a speed, bust you down in all the VV. That we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey.
She ice cold, Trey.
We both know. When the weekdays come around, is when I feel like I'm safe and sound. Why does it have to be that way? Every single day I feel this way.
My heart froze, my shit ice cold, Trey. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads, pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys, put you in position to win. Bless you without a speed, bust you down in all the VV. That we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey.
She ice cold, Trey.
Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey.
She ice cold, Trey.
Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park.
Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a car. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniel's eye. Told him don't leave both get open and wide. Cause his jumper wet like an ocean, yeah. Chillin' on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a car. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a car. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniel's eye. Told him don't leave both get open and wide. Cause his jumper wet like an ocean, yeah. Chillin' on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk. Trey and Jalen on the peak in the pump. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still on the block. Swooping in just like a hawk. Trey and Jalen on the peak in the pump. Swooping in just like a hawk. Trey and Jalen on the peak in the pump. All right, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I had to come to the garage for this one, bro. Salute to everybody who tapped in, man, doing the watch along. Salute, salute, salute. Hanging out with your boy. You gotta win that game. You have to win that game, family. Point blank, period. You dominated the first half. You extended the lead to in the third quarter. And then come the fourth quarter, we can't find a basket. You got turnovers. At worst, the worst one is the unforced turnovers. Like, I mean, let's be honest here. Okay, let's be honest here. Okay. You knew the Bulls was gonna make a run. You knew it was coming, right? They've been making runs at us all night. We was fighting it off. They get the lead down to like 6. We'll push it back to 10, 12. But the fourth quarter, man. The fourth quarter, you're not gonna win an NBA game scoring 18 points. Nobody could find a basket, bro. Nobody could find the basket tonight, right? But I'm gonna say this. I'm not even gonna sit here because I ain't even gonna waste your time tonight because I ain't finna be up here all night tonight. This some bullshit. I'm already upset. I'm already pissed off at this game. Okay, so I ain't finna be up here all night. Listen, the offense in the first half looked amazing. It looked freaking amazing, and that's how it looks when guys are making threes. Okay. That's how it looked when we making threes. The offense was amazing. The defense, I know some people were saying that Chicago was just missing shots. I mean, you can say that for everything, right? But here's a kicker right here. You could see the level of effort and intensity on the defensive side of the ball was night and day compared to the other night. Night and freaking day. At halftime, I only think the Bulls may have had 4 transition points. I mean, the effort was there tonight on the defensive side of the ball, especially in the first half. The effort was there. I love the aggressiveness I was seeing from Jalen early. I love the aggressiveness from Nah. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man. Nah probably need to be starting beside Trey because there's no point in having Dyson beside Trey if Trey get penetration, he can't throw it back out to Dyson. I mean, he can, but Dyson can't do nothing with it but dribble the ball in. So I mean, but when you saw with Nah was getting open looks early, knocking them down. But you got to win that game, man. Point blank, period. And I know that foul that Zach did. I mean, and you know, when you keep it real, when you're looking at the game for real, man, you know, it's not no it ain't no one play that lost this game, bro. We had complete control of this game. We had complete control of this game in
just about every last player who played that fourth quarter failed the organization. They failed tonight. They failed. They played a flawless, I'm not going to say flawless, they played an amazing first three quarters. I mean, even in the third quarter when Chicago got back in, and we still by the end of the third, we had to lead back to double digits. So first through third, and I thought, well, what happened is I thought at that moment we took Chicago's best hit because I thought that was I was like, okay, they done scored. This is the most points they scored in the quarter tonight. We took their best hit. We going into the fourth with a double-digit lead, and you saw how that turned out. And this is not the first time we tricked off games. It ain't the first time, man. And like I said, um, I know people to get tired of me saying fire Quinn, but it's more than just coaching. It's more than just X's and O's, man. Um, it's the culture. It's the culture, and we need a coach that's has a little bit more fire in him. We need a coach like that matches some championship energy, right? But I mean, tonight's loss, man, this was a complete team loss. Complete team loss. Go look at what's the boy name? Jalen throw that stupid ass pass in when the Bulls was down one, and he threw the stupid ball. He threw the ball in, turned it over. So I mean, like, hey, I could tell you this: at least they didn't score 150 fucking points. I'll tell you that much. They didn't score 150 fucking points today like they did the other night. So, but let me run through everybody, man. Like I said, I ain't finna be up here long tonight, man, because I ain't with the bullshit tonight. I'm already mad at this fucking. I'm pissed off at this game, bro. You have to have this game, dog. Like, you cannot, bro. You cannot keep losing these games at home. And it's not like we playing the top dogs of the East. It's not like we playing the top dogs of the East. And I'll say this, I don't know what Trey was thinking, why he shot those threes. I was like, no, I could do the first one. I could do the first one. But that second one, I was like, what is you doing? Why? What in your right mind, right? When he shot that second one, because that second one was awful. And when he shot that second one, I'm thinking to myself, what was he thinking? I wonder what he was telling himself when he shot that second logo three. What was he thinking? Like, he really thought he was gonna make that? Like, bro, that shit wild, bro. That shit is wild. But I mean, like, bro, I'm putting this loss on everybody. Everybody chipped in on this bullshit tonight, except shout out my boy Asa Newell, man. I'm not gonna get Asa none of that slander. Asa came off the bench, energized, going for reboundings, contesting. So I ain't putting none of that on Asa Newell, man. I think Asa Newell, I thought he had an amazing game. I think he hit 3 threes tonight. He had double digits tonight. Zach, that one fucking foul, bro. But besides that, I thought Zach played very solid basketball tonight, man. I thought Zach played very solid basketball tonight. Besides that one foul, I mean, it took him a little minute to get going, but once he got going, bro, once Zach got going, he was cooking from that three, from that corner three, man. You got to give him credit. That's that one damn freaking foul, bro. All right, man. Let's see what everybody got to say, man. What's good, Darian?
I don't get it, man. I don't get it, Demond. I don't even know what to say, bro. How many ways can you find to lose a basketball game? Because it seems like this team finds every single way. I'm gonna keep saying this. Get Luke Kennard off my team.
Mm-hmm.
He played how many minutes? 20?
I think he played 20.
And he had 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Get him off my team, man.
He had that in the first half, didn't
Like,
he? Ain't that what he had in the first half?
is it?
Yeah, he had that in the first half, bro.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like they came out in that third. It's like Vucevic realized, oh, he's smaller than me, and he just started killing Okongwu.
Man,
Like we're not Demont until they figure out this Kristaps stuff. This is gonna be the team. Like this is it. Like this is what we can expect.
well, you saw what I said, right? And I think I said it last night. Let me tell you, bro. I know the Hawks, man. Last night, I think I said it last night or the night before. But didn't I tell you? Well, not you personally, there, but everybody. Didn't I say the Hawks gonna probably use one of them two ways to go try to find a big guy?
Oh
Guess
yeah,
what
they brought up the dude from College Park.
Right, that's who they went. They gave him the two-way. They gave him the two-way from Jacob Toppin. So, like, they know we need a big guy. They know it. But your issue is who you want to get and how much you're willing to deal with and how much you're willing to give up. You know what I'm saying? Now, remember, as a GM, you know, you always looking 2 to 3 years ahead. You feel me? So you don't want to go get somebody and then 2 years from now you back in the same situation. You know,
But we're back in. I mean, it seems like the past 3 years we've been in this situation.
Yeah, man. But I mean, you really see a vision now. Once we get a big man, you're gonna see a rim protecting big man. Once you get a rim protected big man, you're gonna see the effect of it, man. You're gonna see the effect on the defensive side of the ball, man.
I guess. I mean, how long are they gonna wait? I guess that's the question.
Well, you know they fucking around with that cap, so it ain't like they can just go out there and blow some bread. You feel me?
I mean, I feel you, but I mean, this is what we get in the meantime. So
yeah, that's the homeboy Darian, man. Let's go to what's good, Juan.
Demond, if I don't see you before, let you do a post game show. Merry Christmas to you, brother.
You too, my boy. Ho
everybody
ho
in the
ho.
chat, everybody in the chat,
You know
and
what
everybody
Santa
when
bought
we
me
get
for
on.
Christmas?
I'll make sure I say that to everybody. Get someone we had to open forum. I'm at wit's end, brother. As a fan, I'm at wit's end. I don't know what direction we can go in because I'm not on the advisory board. I'm not on the executive board right now, but it's tough losing the way we just lost them on.
Facts.
We were up 18 points, and they almost doubled us in points in the fourth quarter, scoring 34. I don't think Chicago is a better team than us, but I think they execute better when they needed to. You know what I mean? Like the fourth quarter, they made game-winning plays. They had a game plan. Their game plan was to consistently attack the 1-5 pick and roll. Every time they came in and get 1-5 pick and roll, they usually got a good shot out of it, or they got a good driving lane down to the cup. Luke Kennard was dog food, and he was hunted when he was in the game in the fourth quarter. They pushed the ball every single time, made him play defense, made him backpedal, and either drew a foul, got a layup, or passed somebody that was wide open. He does not need to be playing for this team any longer. He needs to get the Clint Capella treatment that he got last year when nothing was wrong with him, and see him on the bench until we find a trade partner or whatever we do. You know what I mean? He needs to get the Clint Capella treatment. KP is really hurting us right now. His inability to not play. He's really, really hurting us right now, brother. We are missing just the size alone, the height. 7'3", can knock down a three, can get your rebound or two, can block a shot. We are missing we're missing it, Damon, and I know you got to move on. Damon, I know you against the trade. I'm against the trade too, but the AD whispers are going to get louder and louder every single day, bro.
I
They're
don't
going to
think
get louder and louder every day.
I don't think we're gonna touch AD with a
I don't
10-foot
think
pole.
but I'm just saying it's going to get louder. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, but we're not. Here's my deal. We're not really losing because of rebounding. I mean,
Well, we got out rebounded by this one by 10, 48-38.
True.
Any time over 10 for me is you got dominate on the boards. You know what I mean?
I mean,
48-38.
I don't think AD will be the answer because I don't think nobody, like I told y'all earlier, I told you there was no market for that guy. Nobody.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody in a strictly finance. Nobody want to take on that money. That's the thing that's holding it up.
I seen a couple of tweets. You probably saw it too. You know, what I mean, came from some reliable sources that the Hawks have explored a trade for AD. I don't know what it composed of. I don't know what.
Hell no, that shit cap, bro. All he did exactly what the GM supposed to do. He probably reached out to him, doing due diligence. Hey, what y'all looking for? You know what I'm saying? They're not going to get that guy, man. And I don't blame him because
it's just we got to do something on the side.
And that's why I think they're going with that two-way. And you saw they already got the two-way guy in Atlanta.
Malik Williams.
Yeah, he already in Atlanta already.
He should have played tonight. He could have played 5 minutes tonight and grabbed a
rebound. They gonna get him up to speed, and don't be surprised. Let me look at the schedule. We play some tall teams. He might get some action. You know what I'm saying? But let me go and move on, Juan.
Yep.
I got stuff to do tomorrow.
What's good, Ron?
Well, Damon, I think we finally got our answer why Zach doesn't play in clutch moments. But I'm not going to rub that in. There were many different. I mean, everybody's already said it. Everybody's talking about it. There were many different points in time where we just kind of gave the game back with Trey's logo threes, Jalen's bad passes. And there's one that I don't really see nobody talking about is the Nickeil Alexander layup. Jalen Johnson was wide open on the 3-point line. And once again, just drives and gets a 2-point, which ties the game. But, we could have really used that 3. But Merry Christmas to everybody. Hopefully everybody will have a good, safe holiday week and weekend, and see y'all for the next one. But that's all I got. I'll see y'all in open forum.
All right, that's the homeboy Ryan. My bad, gang. Let me read the super chats. My bad. Trey Assery Ricochet. Bro, y'all gotta stop hating on my boy, man. I told y'all Zach ass. What you mean? We are 2-6 with Trey. Need all the Trey Bays up front. Why am I a Hawks fan? This is a humiliation ritual. Hey, join the club, man. Join the club, Ashley. Join the club. There's going to be plenty more games like that, man. What's good, C Wonder?
I'm not, as much as I'm upset, I looked at that replay. That was marginal contact. Like that, Kobe fell more than anything. And then Zach tripped over him, and then they, And Zach was already having issues with the refs already because they were giving him some bogus calls. But like you said, this was a team loss, man. The first logo 3 from Trey, I can understand. The second one was just like, bro, what the heck?
I don't know what he was thinking.
I looked at my point guard. I'm like, bro, I know you're trying to get back into it, but
what made him think that was the shot we needed?
Damon, the only thing I could think of is that because everybody was so ice cold from the field, Jay couldn't hit nothing.
No,
couldn't hit nothing. Maybe he thought, like, hey, I gotta do. I don't know, but
that's the basket. No.
But here's the thing. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. Like Foot wants to make excuses. He said that, hey, y'all keep chucking up 3s, and Quinn telling them to chuck up 3s, and Foot's like, yeah, that's what they're supposed to do. I'm like, then don't complain when Trey do it. Don't complain when Trey does it, when he's jacking up logo 3s, when Jalen's throwing up 3s and stuff. Like, they were so free conscious instead of just attacking the basketball. You saw what the Bulls did. They went to the paint. we kept settling for threes because that's the way Quinn plays. And I just didn't understand it. It was like, it's insane to me that you see that the shots are falling. The offense is getting stagnant because of it. And you're not telling guys, go to the paint, get some action off the paint penetration and stuff. They didn't do that. It was so infuriating. I'm not mad at Zach because people want to complain about that one play, but he was going off in the fourth quarter until Quinn benched his butt. And that's really when the offense started to fall apart. I don't understand that. Shout out to my rookie Asa. He really should be the backup power forward over Jalen. No, he helped us out, but it's obvious that he still needs to learn how to pass. But yeah, Quinn, bro, this is a whole concerted loss. But Quinn, that's the philosophy. Like you said, this is what Quinn does, man.
Yeah.
But Merry Christmas to y'all. I'm still going to stay hopeful that we're going to turn it around. We have to. We can't get any worse than this.
All right, that's the homeboy C Wonder. Yep, and still get Quinn ass up out of here, man. He a bum, bro. What's good, John? You are on the clock.
All right, tonight was a result of tight sphincters. These jokers, they got nervous. They didn't even want to take shots. They were missing shots. Playing hot potato with the ball, trying to pass it. Veet gets the ball, you open, and instead of you taking the shot, you pass it to somebody else. That last foul on Zachary Ricochet was bullshit.
Yep.
That was not a foul on Zachary Ricochet. That man failed, and Zach fell on top of it. Now, if you were going to call a foul on that, I'd have put a forearm in his back. Okay, yeah, that's a foul now. But what happened tonight was the fact that we stopped shooting. We stopped shooting. We stopped making our shots. You play good defense on this end of the court, and then when you go on your end of the court, y'all playing hot potato. You're not shooting. You're not scoring points. This man that they brought up tonight should have played. Let him get up to speed out there on the floor. He's 6 fouls. He should have beat Vucevic until he fouled out. Okay? And Vucevic and all the rest of those taller players that Chicago had, he just should have beat them up until he fouled out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you put a man out there for. And I am so incensed, pissed off, mad, and I can't even cuss straight about what happened to Dante down there in the G League. The man get forearm in the face playing with them jail ball suckers, then mess his knee up down there with them jokers. This man was scoring 71% from the field, with 90% from the field this year down there. Now, what graduates you?
Who was he playing ball against, John?
He playing them jailhouse suckers. Man, I mean, those bums. If he gonna mess his knee up, you mess your knee up him. Mess it up him. I'll wait till the open for him.
Oh man, that's the homeboy John, man. What's good, Jay?
What it do, man?
Lost.
Yeah, I told you.
Baby.
All right, hey, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy Hanukkah.
At least we give him 150. I guess that's the bright side.
You're gonna lose a different way, but yeah, like I said at halftime, I just thought that the Bulls just missed shots, and in the second half, if we were talking about how smart Vucevic was playing, the screens, then the second half, the adjustment for the Bulls was, okay, we're not gonna send him to the 3-point line. We're just gonna put him in the paint, and we're just gonna go downhill, regardless, because the Hawks they don't have a big man.
No shot.
And like you said, rebounding wasn't a problem, but it's like we got out rebounded by 10. We gave up 9 offensive rebounds today and 19 second chance points. That means they score at least 2 on every offensive rebound. You want to hear something crazy? The Hawks are 23rd in opponents' second chance points per game.
Body down there. That's
they're 20th. They're 20th in fast break points allowed. And they're 21st in points in the paint allowed. So, like I said, man, yeah, coaching is a problem with some of this stuff. But that's strategic things. Like you probably shouldn't send. They were talking about that on ATL and 29. Probably don't need to send Dyson to the board so that they send Zach. But like in transition, you need guys to be more alert, and Jalen doesn't read the game fast enough to do it. So I mean, I saw the adjustments. I do agree the defensive effort was there from guys today. But at the end of the day, it's like, once the other team starts making shots on you, it only took you to go cold one quarter to lose it. And that's a function of you just don't have enough. It's still a personnel problem, and Trey don't fix the flaws. So it's a total team wise, like I said, man, like you see why Quinn doesn't trust Zach today. Like, and it's not just Quinn, like most veteran coaches don't trust don't trust young guys over vets. So it just is what it is, man. You just it's gonna be like this until we make some moves.
All right, that's the homeboy Jay, man. What's good, Marion?
What's good, man? Thanks for having me on. Man, Hawks fans got a lump of coal for Christmas. This was a bad loss for us. I agree it was a team loss, but really it's a Quinn loss. Fire Quinn. He left that bad lineup in the game too long. He allowed them to score. We don't have the defensive IQ to stop a pick and roll. When they came out in the third quarter, all they did is pick and roll us to death. They just kept picking and rolling and attacking the basket, and we could do absolutely nothing to stop it. I don't know if even having KP down there is going to stop it. It might help, but when you don't know how to stay in front of your man, I mean, Vucevic shot so many just open jumpers right in the middle of the lane. I mean, where was Double O? What are you doing? In terms of the other things, I agree with what C Wonder said in terms of talking about Zach. I know it was a quote unquote rookie mistake, but what I saw was that your boy, and I believe he did it on purpose, White fell down in front of him because he knew that he was on his back and he just got the foul. Bad loss though. Hate to see it. I hated to see the comeback. That second Trey bomb or that second logo 3, it didn't even have to happen. JJ had Vit wide open in the corner, looked at him twice, and didn't throw the ball to him. And I'm like, what are we doing if we're not throwing the ball to a wide open man? He was wide open, wasn't nobody over there. Yeah, everybody was on this side of the court. Couldn't throw it for some reason, and then turned back and threw it to Trey on the logo. And I don't know what the time looked like. I don't know if the clock was rolling down, but that was a bad. That was part of the. I think the second half. But JJ didn't have a great second half. Right, that's like you got to get better. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's the homeboy Marion, man. What's good, Moore?
Boy, I wrote down. I was over here writing notes down. To make sure I get all my points across.
I noticed I noticed you've been popping up on these losses lately.
I'm excited. I'm happy because when we hit rock bottom, things got to change. So it's the only way things gonna change.
Was you at the game tonight?
Oh, I was. I was making bets with everybody around me. I was like, I know we up, but y'all, we gonna lose this game. There was no point in this. Let me mark this off because I guess there's no point in this game where I thought we were gonna win. Literally, if you go back and watch the first half, they literally just missed shots. That's all it was. If you go back and watch, they were missing wide open shots. Some boys was at Magic City getting them wings last night. So they started a little sluggish. That's the first thing I'm gonna start off with. Secondly, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Devon, and the Hawks family. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling home. I'm marking stuff off my list. Zach did not foul. It literally how Marion explained it. Kobe literally fell and he pulled his arm down to kind of have Zach fall on him. That wasn't a foul. Now me and Trey. We don't really talk that much. But let me talk about Trey. This is the best game I've seen Trey play this season. Hands down. First half, he wasn't playing defense. Second half, he was playing defense. I saw him do something that I would love for any person on my team to do. Remember when Zach got that technical?
Mm-hmm.
Trey came down the next play, and you know he does his little dribble in front of you, stop, get hit in the back.
Yeah.
He did that for Zach. Because
Oh, he
after
did.
he got fouled and hit the shot, he was barking at the ref saying, like, that, basically saying, like, don't do Zach like that. So he stood up for Zachary Ricochet. I had to commend the man for that. And he played a really good game. I don't know why y'all talking about logo threes. I thought Trey played a perfect game. Saying that, you still got to trade him.
What?
You still got to trade him. With Trey in the lineup, we can't make defensive stops when the time is right. Now, everyone's going to come at me and be like, but we don't play defense with Trey isn't on the... When it's time, when it matters the most, we cannot get stops. Okay? So what I'm saying is, we 1-6 with Trey. People keep saying 2-6. He played 7 minutes in the Brooklyn game. That don't count as a game play. You played 7 minutes. That's not a game. We're 1-6 with him. We're 14-10 without him. I remember a lot of people talking about how we can't beat over 500, how we just beating only over 500 teams.
We didn't go 14-10 without Trey Young.
Okay, if you count the game with Brooklyn, we're 14-10 without Trey Young.
I might have to go double check that.
I'm just letting you know. Those are the facts. I told you I've been writing. I got my pen.
Okay.
I've been writing stuff down because I know people be trying. Regardless, you got to trade the man. And you can't fire Quinn Snyder without, you have to trade Trey if you fire Quinn. Because at this point, it is insanity to have 4 head coaches and 3 GMs and you still on the organization. Okay, let me finish. I'm almost done. All right. I already said the best defense. Never thought we were winning this game. That's it. That's actually talked about everything. Yeah, basically just we still got to get rid of Trey. He played a perfect game, but you still got to get rid of him. We're 1-6 without him. And guess what, DeMar? We're gonna keep losing. And I'm gonna continue to be more excited because that's gonna force Ansi to actually make some big moves that he's not gonna want to make.
And the big move gonna be getting rid of this head coach.
He gonna get rid of the head coach, but he also gonna get rid of Trey.
As long as we get rid of this head coach first.
14-10 without him. 1-6 with him. We ain't beating. We can't beat under 500 teams anymore. We were doing that before though.
No, we wasn't. Toward the end when Trey was getting ready to come back, no, we wasn't. We was losing.
I'm just gonna wait until we play 24 games. We're gonna look at this record because we don't have a favorable schedule. We're going against OKC next Monday. Okay. On Saturday, we're going against the Knicks.
Make sure you factor that too, that we're playing the top teams, not the scrubs that we was losing to, like Charlotte.
We got the Raptors twice.
So
we lost against Charlotte.
We'll see.
With Trey. Without him, we won. So hey, I'm not hating on Trey this game. He played his ass off. I'm gonna admit that. That mug played his ass off, bro. And he played a really good game. Damn near perfect teammate. But at the end of the day, the stats and the facts are the facts.
All right, y'all heard that's the homeboy Moore, man. Let's go to Archie. What's good, Archie?
Oh, what's going on? Yeah, Kobe flops. Take it easy on Ricochet, because I mean that shit was kind of he was baited into the shit, but that was kind of tough. Kennard playing too much. I kind of thought I really would rather play Ricochet there more than him, because I'm just giving up length and defense. I thought Ricochet's defense was really good. Trey Young was really nice. Nall's inability to pass is kind of tough, but hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully the Pelicans start losing. I've been really checking out this draft shit, and I really need Cleveland to like really shit the bed. I'm not hoping on like people get hurt, of course not, but shit could get real interesting if Cleveland is in the lottery. Like it could get real spooky. It could be real interesting for us. But I'm just, it was a bad loss. I need Quinn to, I don't know, man. You just gotta just play these young guys, man. Like more minutes. Like Kennard shouldn't, like he's not giving me anything, and he's getting fucking dunked on. Like, what are we doing? But Jalen and I kind of thought that fourth quarter Jalen was kind of ass. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, he
Like he just
was.
looked like a deer in the headlights. Yeah, over here getting into tussles. I knew it was kind of like when they get into tussles, they kind of lose focus. Like you gotta have Mo like handle all that tussle shit. Like Mo handle it. The niggas calm down. We get back to hooping. Like Trey doing all the tussle because we need you to be like right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. That's just me. But anyway, that's my spiel. You know.
All right, that's the homeboy Archie, man. What up, Ticket?
Ticket.
I mean, Larry, my bad. I'm in the garage, man. My bad.
That's cool. Appreciate you having me on the platform as always, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. It's a lifeblood on all our streams. Help us grow. Help us get in the algorithm. All right, for this game, shout out to Ace Noor, who outplayed Toyaka Kongu in less minutes, less than 15 minutes. Had more points, same rebounds, and had a steal and a block. Outside of the threes, Trey was having a real good game outside of those last two logo threes. I didn't like the first one. I definitely didn't like the second one. If you're going to have Luke Kennard in there and you're not going to use him when excuse me, not Luke Kennard, because Luke Kennard should never play. Quinoa's Luke Kennard should never play. If you're going to have V. Krejci, who was the hottest shooter on our team, in there and not give him the ball, then you need Zachary Ricochet in there for defense. You know what I'm saying? Positional height. But we know Quinn liked the three-guard lineup, like I said before. It ain't going to change. That's who Quinn is. This game right here, we didn't play better defense. They just missed a whole bunch of shots in the first half. And then in the fourth quarter, they said, let's go to the rim. We only scored 18 points in the fourth quarter. That's atrocious. They scored 34. So, yeah, that's where the game was lost. Our three best players, Jalen Johnson 1 for 7 for 3, Trey 1 for 7 for 3, two horrendous logo shots, basically turnovers. No, 2 for 8. So, yeah. But he had the game tying layup, which was great. That was the first time they actually attacked the basket. Yeah, I mean, Quinn hates Zach. It don't really matter what it is. Zach is just a role player. And yeah, I'll say for the stream. But yeah, I want Dyson to be out for 20 games. I want to see what's going on with this. It's lost in a new way. That's all.
All right, that's the homeboy Larry. You good, Mike?
What's up, man? But I hope Dyson don't come back. So I hope Koala got a job at Outback, man. Maybe stop, man. But hey, man, you coach a hoe, and y'all niggas' favorite players hoes, bro. It's just simple as that, bro. We ain't gonna never win nothing. We ain't gonna win crap. We ain't gonna never win anything. It might change if you get rid of the coach, but your two favorite players and your lead dog some hoes. Them niggas some hoes, bro. They just, I mean, I'm gonna spend my whole time saying it, bro. They some hoes. As soon as JJ did that whole crap, bro, that's why I call Hofer. Flexing on niggas like you play defense or something. You don't even guard Maltas, bro, and you got the nerve to flex on a nigga. Like, come on, bro. Like, lame ass nigga. Like, who do this lame ass hooping, bro? Like, I hate this junk. But that's why we the team that we are. That's why we lost too. Deserve to lose. Niggas getting into like it's bro. It's I hate that I'm represented by these niggas, bro. Like for real. Like they the exact opposite of like the hooping that I condone. Like you don't do that, bro. We don't talk trash, bro. Like we don't play no defense. Like, you flexing on niggas, bro. Like I said, bro. Like this nigga Matas go off every single time he go against JJ, bro. And you want to flex on the nigga when you make your one little shot. Like it's crazy work. And Trey, him and AO,
like, bro, stop, bro. Like, y'all niggas gotta get W's, man. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy work. Like, it's crazy work. I see ticket coming. I mean, in my opinion, bro, like Quinn, like I said, bro, like I don't know, dog. Like Quinn gonna make that nigga real talk. Quinn gonna make Zach crash out, dog, because cause Zach really real talk. He don't want to say nothing. He wasn't gonna say nothing, bro. But it's just a combination of bullshit, bro. It's like the refs call some bullshit on you. Your coach want to take you out the game when you do mess up. So it's like you can't get a get back or something like that. If a nigga do something to you, coach yank you out, and then your coach yank you out when you do make shots and you start hitting shit. The nigga take you out, and then the coach literally don't play you in the second half. Basically, he play you for the third quarter, little stint that he does. Bench him. Don't bring him back into the 8-minute mark. Play the nigga for 2-3 minutes, and don't play him at all. Right. But then put the nigga in on the last defensive play. Like, oh, now you want to think about using size for defense, you dumbass coach. Like, you dumb. Man, I swear to God, bro. Like, this nigga's a hoe, bro. Like I said, your coach a hoe, nigga Trey a hoe, and JJ a hoe, bro. And until these niggas stop, like, with these whole tendencies, bro, this offensive sweet bullshit, bro, like, we ain't gonna be nothing, bro. Like, it's just simple as that. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Come on, man. You can't lose, bro. You can't lose a game, man, when you get into it. And you get into it when you literally are up. And it starts with JJ flexing on the nigga, bro. And like I said, bro, like, the nigga don't play no defense, man. Never mind, bro. Let me stop, bro. I just want that's really it, bro. I just don't condone the way we go about, bro, hooping. That's all it is. I don't condone that, bro. That
All
was
right.
lame, JJ. It was lame, Jalen Johnson. I want to see you play defense and stop running from other power forwards, nigga. Guard somebody, bro. Guard somebody. You say he ain't no hoe, that's hoe jump, bro. Mara, Gudu, whatever, you hoop like a hoe then too, bro. Because y'all need to come on court with me, man. Cause that's some hoe jump. I don't allow that. I don't allow that. Like I said, if I see JJ play defense on niggas, then okay. But no, bro. No. Like, defend the nigga first, bro. Who else said that? John Vucevic going crazy? Your best buddy, Hoyek, like Hokangu, bro. Like, then he try to force a nigga another oop today? Forcing a nigga another oop that's not there? Nigga, your buddy can't jump, bro. Like, why you keep doing that?
Yeah, he can't jump.
Bro, like, stop doing that, JJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, never mind, bro. I'm just, like I said, I'm just upset about that, man. Because I don't know, bro. I want a more, I don't know, gritty team at times, bro. Like, these niggas, bro. They just be. Anyway, bro, I'm not surprised we lost, though. Like what Archie was saying. Like, as soon as we got into it, bro, I was like, but these niggas, bro. Because they lame, bro. Like, I know they ain't built like that, Demont. So I'm like, why y'all getting into it, nigga? It's like a whole, like, 6 minutes left. I'm like, bro, y'all gonna turn these niggas up probably, bro. And y'all about to lose. Because, like, y'all ain't about that life to answer the way you need to in this situation. Like, you got to play defense. Ain't finna be no just going up and down, do what you want to type crap. You know? But,
Yeah. All right. That's the homeboy Mike, man. What up, Matt?
I mean, we look good for 42 minutes. The last 6 minutes were awful. The shot selection was bad. Trey, I don't know. I don't really know what he was, particularly the last three. I was like,
yeah,
that's tough. Defensively, I thought, we didn't. I don't really know what we were trying to accomplish the last 6 minutes defensively. That lineup out there, I didn't really like that lineup. Pete Krejci got, I think abused on the boards. He gave up a very key defensive rebound.
Yep.
So Zach, not playing in the fourth quarter basically in crunch time was, I don't understand that, especially when he giving you 7 boards. Like I get Krejci was hot, but he didn't even shoot, I don't think, the last 5 minutes of the game. So you know, I don't know. I thought they looked good a majority of the game until the last 6 minutes, and then our lack of structure came back to bite us. Like we didn't get a good shot, I don't think, in the last 6 minutes of the game. Jalen looked a little out of sorts. And I said a couple weeks ago, and then Gerald echoed what I said. Like I don't really think Jalen has a go-to move, and when you kind of cut off the paint, which it was more open tonight than it has been with Dyson down there. But still, when you cut off the paint, he don't really kind of have a go-to, shot. That's why he kind of shot that three that I think he airballed or barely grazed the rim. You know what I'm saying? So it's a work in progress, for sure. I think Quinn. I'm not sure Quinn fits our players, fits where we are right now. He kind of needs, I think, an older team, a veteran team that he can kind of go structureless with. I think we need structure, we need roles, we need definition. Guys need to know where they're supposed to be, what spots they're supposed to be in. So I don't know if Quinn is the right fit for our team.
All right, that's the homeboy Matt. Matt said fire Quinn. What's good, man?
Dude, come on, man. I'm Dyson's biggest supporter. I'm Dyson's biggest defender. I mean, tonight I gotta be real with you, man. All right, gotta get rid of Dyson, bro. He had 0 points tonight, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks. I mean, he did nothing tonight. He didn't play no defense tonight. He didn't even take a fucking shot. Dyson was unplayable tonight. He was horrible. He was really, really bad. Gotta trade him. It was mentioned by everyone basically. In the first half, they were just missing shots, like wide open looks, or even like halfway decent looks. They were just missing shots. And the reality is when you play a team that plays the style of basketball that Chicago does, it's just a matter of time until they start making them, and then things just go south for us very quickly. We didn't have. It's really frustrating because, like, I posted on home court that when we signed Malik Williams to the two-way, I was kind of hoping, like, hey, we just bring him up tonight. And even if he plays 5 to 6 minutes, doesn't matter. He comes in, it gives us, a couple rebounds or something. Just be present in the paint just for a little bit. That's all you really need. And he played exactly 0 minutes, so that's pretty miserable. I'm saying yes, you got to like get him up to speed and stuff, but like. It's really starting to show how like deficient we are when it comes to defense. Because like if you look at our typical starting five, Trey doesn't play defense. Dyson's our best defender. Zach is a good defender. Jalen doesn't play any defense. And then Onyeka can play defense if he has another big that can complement him. Other than that, he's kind of not great out there because he's like Quinn says, like we all say, I mean, he's a 6'8" center. Like you're not going to get much from a 6'8" center if we're going to be real in the modern NBA. So, I mentioned that before we got. Hopefully, we can pick up some other centers as well. Maybe sign Charles Bassey again. I know he's on the summer league team. Maybe sign him. He's another 7-foot guy that can rebound and defend. I mean, it's pretty rough right now, but I'm hopeful. I believe in the team. I think things will get better. I think Jalen will start to figure it out on the defensive side. I think that's going to figure it out on the offensive side. I think we'll start getting healthier, and I think we'll start winning some games going forward. But right now it's just going to be pretty difficult, and we're just going to have to take it as it is, and just try to keep our heads up as we go forward. So.
All right, that's the homeboy Merce, man, and all we got left is Foot, man. What's good, Foot?
Man, what's happening with you, man? Tonight wasn't a bad loss. I don't know why you guys are saying that. I mean, we did the normal house stuff. We tricked out the game. Dyson went in the lineup tonight, so y'all can't complain about him. Keep telling y'all that's constructed. This ain't it. We just don't have the personnel. Y'all got to understand it. And y'all keep mentioning Luke Kennard. He's a sub to give people minutes. He's not the reason why we lose. So I don't know what y'all keep bringing up. KP wouldn't expect to give us nothing to playoffs. Y'all was talking about that, right? We are too small at the center and too small at point guard. It's as simple as that. Double O got babied in the second half. At the end of the game, switch on Trey, take his ass to the hole. I mean, like last game. It's just simple. And y'all got to lay off Zach, man. That's freaking one play. One play. He's not the reason why we didn't win the game. We're not even close because we tricked it off long before that. We're in year 2 of a 3-year rebuild. I'm going to keep saying that till y'all understand. And I want to know, what did Quinn do now? What did Quinn do now? I mean, he didn't trick out the game. Linus didn't trick out the game. And I think people, what do you do now? The difference, I think a lot of people alluded to this. They was missing shots. The last game, they was hot like fish grease. They was missing those shots. And I was sitting there saying, we're going to be in trouble when they start hitting. But they start going to the paint. They start making some shots. That's how we weren't playing no damn good defense because they had wide open jumpers that was missing. They had a whole bunch of damn paint touches and missed. So, yeah, the energy was up, but defense was still trash. It was still trash. Like I said, hey, man, I know y'all talking about John talked about Dante, but he got butterfingers anyway. So, hey, man, just relax and take this year for what it's worth. We have some money. We make some move at trade deadline. We'll be fine. But it ain't this year. It ain't this year. I mean, I keep telling y'all, but y'all fan the way y'all want to fan. We bring everybody up tomorrow.
All I have to say is this: is like, I get what Foot is saying, but a real coach, if you see that your team ain't hitting nothing, would tell them go drive to the paint and try to get some fouls called, as well as you wouldn't take your rookie out when he's the main reason why the offense was humming because of his intensity. And I want to say this, Mora, thank you for giving my point guard credit, because I was going to mention that Trey actually did try to lead tonight and try to take up for his teammates and try to do the best he could. Outside of those 2 bad shots that he shouldn't have shot, I think he also played a great game as well. And on both ends, I thought he did, especially in the second half, he tried his best defensively. He tried to guard up Giddey. It's just he's too small. There's nothing else you can do on that.
Man,
These are the not ready for prime time players that you got out here, because everybody seized up. In that 4th quarter, they seized up like a motor with no oil in it. They didn't want to take no shots. They wanted to pass. And like C Wonder is saying, nobody wanted to drive in. Nobody wanted to drive. Nobody wanted to, try to press the action. Nobody wanted to do that.
We couldn't have watched the same game, man. They was driving. They just missed shots, bro.
Exactly. Like, what are y'all talking
y'all
about?
keep saying, they shot threes, bro. They missed a lot of shots.
But that, hold up.
No, they did not drive in.
You're not driving for contact.
Jalen Johnson missed like four in-close shots in a row, bro. Like, what are y'all talking about?
The problem is what Matt, for example, and some other people like kind of allude to, nigga, we don't have no real. Quinn don't call crap. They left to their own. Yeah, they're left to what they decide to do, basically. And
to their own vices.
The system is paint touches or kick. Them niggas be trying to get to the paint. It just be with no avail. The coach need the doggone call actual plays. He's supposed to be a genius. Run a damn set in those moments and get where they need to get and help them
run the 2-man game with Trey and JJ.
Lower his head shoulder or whatever, and he do his little 1-2
I agree with you.
and crap, and he get caught in a certain way and bull like, bro, like just stop the crap, nigga. Call a play, bro. Run.
Hey, y'all stop lying about that Zach foul. It was a foul. He had his arms around Kobe White's waist, bro.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Hold him down.
No, he didn't.
Man. Listen, the same people that saying that it wasn't a foul, the same people that feel like Trey got fouled on Sunday. It was a foul.
No, he didn't.
No,
No, he didn't.
Bro,
That
listen,
was
it
not
was
that was
Jay.
not a foul. That
I
man
know for a
failed.
fact it was a foul because if that was Trey Young in that moment, all y'all would have wanted that same call. It was a foul. He had his
No,
arm
that's
like,
not. No.
bro,
That's not a
listen, he had his
calculation.
arms
That's not a good
around.
calculation. That
Bro,
was a
if he had
foul.
just slipped and
He had
fell
his
and we
arms
got the foul
around.
call,
He
we
had
would
his
have
That
got
was
arms
not
all
a
on Kobe
foul.
White's waist. Like, bro, y'all not understanding. Kobe White tripped because his arm, like Zach was holding his waist and was trying to keep him from turning the corner, and then he did. And
Jay,
he tripped on Zach's
go find
foot,
an inbound.
and
Go
they
find
both
an
felt. They
inbound play
both
where
felt
no
that
one
was a
does
foul.
that.
I watched the play over like 4 times. It was a foul. It was just.
I
It's
watched the
a
I
play
push.
watched
over
it
4
too.
times,
It
and that
wasn't a
was
Bro,
not
foul.
a
he's
foul.
literally
Now,
grabbing.
now
It
I
Bro,
look
he's
at it
wasn't
literally
again.
grabbing that
contact.
I
man.
look
Like,
at it again. I look at
look
it
at Zach's
again, but that
hands.
did not look like
No, hold
a
on.
Bro,
foul. That
if it
man
wasn't a
failed.
Inbound
foul,
play where no one.
bro,
Find me an
listen,
inbound play where no one does
that
that
was a
shit.
foul, bro.
No, it
If the
That did
Hawks
wasn't.
would have
not.
No, it was
That
challenged
not.
that
that,
It
didn't.
was not a foul, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all
No,
something. If
no.
the
That
Hawks would have
to me
challenged that
that
call,
didn't look like a foul. Nothing that
That
needed to
bro,
be called.
no, if the Hawks would have challenged that call, they would have lost because his hands was around his waist.
Now, whether
dude,
his
we see it
hands
all the
were
time.
around
Every
his
other
waist or not,
call
that did
inbound
not
play, and they
cause
don't
a
call it.
foul.
Look. When
They
he
do that
goes to
with Trey
turn the
all the
corner,
time, and they
Zach
don't
is
call it.
holding.
And he
He's
was
in
going
playoff,
around a man. And he was going
bro.
around the man. He made contact
Again.
with the man he was going around.
And
Zach
John, here's the
grabbed the
thing.
man, bro. Zach
Jay
grabbed the
wants
man.
to
He
say
didn't
that
even
he had
look.
his hand
You know how I
around his
know it was a
waist.
foul?
Hang
Zach,
on.
nobody on the floor even tried to argue it.
First
Like,
of all,
bro,
here's how I
But
know it's not a
what
foul.
that
It was a
doesn't mean
foul.
that was not
They were
or
in
was a
disbelief.
foul.
They
Bro, that
couldn't
was a
believe
That
they
foul.
doesn't
called it.
mean
Like
That was a
anything.
foul. That was a foul,
That
bro.
because they
doesn't
knew they
mean
couldn't challenge
anything.
it.
Just
They're like, we
because
can't
people
challenge
don't
it.
argue, you sitting up here looking for the official to make the
Bruh.
right call. And
I
these
can only
jokers
hear
and,
Jay
and what they were doing to Zach tonight
and
was just
Mike.
criminal. What they were
That was
doing to Zach
Jay,
tonight was
Jay,
criminal.
regardless if it was a foul or not, if you're a ref, you're not supposed to call that.
Exactly.
That was obvious enough for you to call that shit. Like it was a
No,
foul.
Yeah, no. First of all, hang on.
You wanna
Let
know
me just
how I
say
knew
this
it
real
was a
quick.
foul? Because I was
Let me
listening
say
to
this real
Larry
quick.
stream, and
Hang
Larry
on.
was
Let me
ahead
say
of
this
my
real
TV.
quick before,
So
so
the
I can
second
shut
he
this
said
down.
it was away
Let
from
me
the play
let
by, I
me
stared at
hang on.
that shit. I was like, oh, that's a foul.
No,
Like,
let's
that's
shut it
a
down
fucking
because I know
foul.
Jay. I know Jay didn't watch the game because he wants to talk about that. Hey, those guys grab around his waist all the time. We see Trey get grabbed multiple times, and they never call it on inbound plays ever.
Listen.
So stop
They
it, bro.
Yes, they be cleaning Trey off the floor. Just cleaning him out.
Bro, y'all tripping,
And
bro.
don't make no call.
With Trey, right? Like you can grab a guy, but the second the ball is given to the player, if you watch
They do
basketball,
that
bro,
when the ball's
everybody
given
is
for
letting
Trey.
them
What you
go.
talking about?
The difference was
No,
Kobe
I
White,
can't.
bro. When
I'm
Kobe White
gonna
turns that
hold on.
corner,
I'm gonna
Zach
run this
prevented
back.
him from touring the corner.
To
Like, it was a
add
foul.
more to Jay's
It was a
point,
foul.
the refs benefit the offensive player more than the defensive player.
Then how come Trey don't get the
In
call?
some way.
Just ask. Trey gets the same.
So that
pressure. He don't
means
get the call.
that
Bro,
Trey don't get those calls because he be arguing with the refs.
Bro,
And they don't
Trey,
like
Exactly.
Trey gets
so
like
that
8
means
block
That's a
calls a
that
bias.
game, bro.
That's a bias then. Which we
No,
already
it
hey
is a
Ryan,
established.
save me
bias.
some,
But still,
Ryan.
he be Trey don't actually just argue with the ref. He be disrespecting the refs.
Bro,
Yeah.
like, come on, man. Come on, man.
He be
Like,
Like
bro,
disrespecting
I
the
was
refs.
fully
gets so
expecting
many
like
calls, bro. He gets so many calls. He gets a lot of calls, and a
But
lot of them be flops, bro. He
Jay,
be
I
flops.
and it's funny
disagree with
because
you.
he got more calls tonight than he has gotten in a while.
I disagree with you though, Jay. In those final minutes, the game can't be decided by you calling a foul like that.
Yeah.
It gotta be blatant. It wasn't
I
blatant
mean,
enough.
but more. That's what I'm saying. Watching it on TV, that looked pretty. Like it looked pretty obvious that was a foul.
Man,
like it looked very obvious.
People are always hand
I
fighting.
But that was beyond hand fighting. Kobe White was already in motion. He's running.
Hey
he's
guys,
trying
let
to curl.
Larry
He's
let
trying
Larry
to curl.
speak.
He
Larry's
falls
had his
over.
hand up.
Yeah, let Larry speak.
It's a foul.
Let Larry speak.
Wow.
Let Larry.
It's not
Go
a
ahead, Larry.
foul.
All right. Screw that play. It is what it is. I want to talk about the play prior to the one missed free throw and then all going up and making the game tying free throw. They got the switch like what my bad Foot. What Foot said. They forced the switch. They got a switch. The other Australian, Giddy, drove down. And JJ and Yucca Kongu sat there and watched Trey
Yes,
Young. Let him drive him all the way to the basket, and then it was like, yeah, he too tiny. He too tiny in his Australian voice. I was disgusted. They literally just sat there. It was two guys open on the wing. They stood there in the paint. The guys fanned out, right? They stood there and watched Trey get baby. Now y'all right by Trey, and y'all didn't put a hand up or nothing.
Or
Y'all
try to
just-
trap him to try to help your boy out because Trey did his job. He did his job. He needed help.
Now, what I will say is, we showed Mr. a lot of those useless picks that they were trying to run pick and roll with No and Trey. Are you serious? We missed all them useless picks. You got to do something, huh? Because the Yakakalu can't set picks.
Oh my God, this is funny.
We got B. Krejci out there, who was the best shooter tonight, and they would not give him the ball. Because guess what? The fourth quarter is give it to Trey, give it to JJ, or give it to No. I was told that Zachary Richard's shot diet was going to increase if you get rid of Dyson. He had 5 shots. No, my bad. 6 shots today. He wasn't leading no offense. He made 1 3 in the fourth quarter. What are y'all capping on?
He wasn't playing, bro.
He wasn't
That's
playing.
my whole point.
He didn't play
Quinn
no
was-
different
no,
minutes.
see,
though,
no.
bro.
I heard
no,
you.
no, bro.
I heard you
No.
and
Just talk.
Steve
I know you want. I know you love Dyson, bro.
He-
You gonna
no.
start stretching crap
All I'm
just
talking
for
about
Yeah, I'm
is
about to say
Quinn-
Larry trying to make
Look,
it up
bro,
for
he
Dyson.
played
We
the
played
exact
better
same
actually
minutes.
without
Will
Dyson
not
if we
play
don't keep the
him.
ball offensively.
Larry, he played the exact same minutes that he does if
I
Dyson
know
here's
was
the-
there.
here's the thing.
Like he didn't do
I
nothing.
was-
Hang on, Mike.
He
And what
wasn't
Larry
playing the fourth. He made
I
the
said
3,
on
and your
my
bum
watching
ass
on
coach
play-
took him out.
It
bro.
took him
You
out.
sit
That's
there
not
acting like
Zach's
you
fault.
chose not to do something.
Can
Like, what
y'all
are you
stop?
talking about,
Can
bro?
y'all stop talking so I can?
No, well then say something right. I mean, we already had our solos, bro. So y'all
I
don't start
said,
getting
but no,
offended
but,
when niggas
but
talk
I
when
was
y'all
going
talk,
there.
bro.
I said that Quinn should
Everybody
have
had
played.
their 2-minute
I
solos. So
said
y'all do
Quinn
not
should
get
have.
offended if somebody talking when y'all talk.
No, man. I said
Don't do that.
Quinn's supposed to
Don't do
play
that.
him.
Y'all know this
I
junk,
literally, Quinn was supposed to play Zach. If they're not gonna pass it to him, that's why I was leading up to. If it's gonna be Trey, Jalen Johnson, and No, why are you playing V? Play Zach. I said it all throughout my stream. Play Zach, and then Jay coming there being a smart ass, talking about that's why they don't play Zach. No, you giving up positional size if you don't play Zach.
He should have not played Zach. He should have kept them out. You stay the same.
He should have played Zach instead of yanking him.
No,
He got the 21 minutes and was like,
I
time
don't
to go.
disagree with that.
Pumpkin. We were up. Zach
Sure
is
were.
the only person that can set
That
up.
that that is a hard call to make.
That's the only one that set a pick.
How he? Well, number one, I know he can get more shots from forcing quote unquote shots and stuff.
I'm not talking about the shots. Fuck the shots.
You said that the shot die is supposed to go up when Dyson is
No,
out.
what I'm telling you
he said Matt.
it didn't matter. This is what I'm saying. It shouldn't have mattered because Zachary was the only person that can set a pick.
Now, bro. Ryan, am I tripping,
He's
bro?
literally the only person that can set a pick.
Clearly said that, bro.
Zachary Richardson. Look, why I said that is because his shot diet was never going to change. What I need him in there is the freaking set picks. Because No can't set a pick. Yakakawu can't set a pick. Jalen Johnson can't set a
Carlos,
pick.
he had 10 points. He would have had more of that if
nobody can set a pick. We got a point guard that
He was not gonna have money.
Put JJ on Zach, and let's see how much Zach scored.
We had the best pick and roll point guard in the league, and we don't have nobody to set a pick. Put Zachary Richardson in the game, so at the very least, he was rebounding good too.
Larry, I want to say that. Here's the
They
thing. Y'all were talking about that Dyson would be missed coming on the rebound. I told y'all
play Zach.
Hang on, I know that, but that's the problem.
Dyson was
That's why I
definitely
say
missed
I'm
on the
with you.
boards.
Hang on, I'm with you. Quinn needs to go because this is ridiculous. I'm like Mike. It's so infuriating that a number 1 overall pick is sabotaged the way he's been sabotaged. It's ridiculous.
Man,
you can't fire Quinn.
Hey
He
Larry,
fired
you
Quinn.
didn't even mention Luke Kennard playing 20 minutes and getting 2 points in the
Luke
whole.
Kennard should never play.
Exactly.
He should never
I'm
play.
saying, but
But
that's what Larry always say that. He say
look.
that first though, that Luke and Keisha, and that's what the thing is. He did it
Never
again
played.
tonight, though. It's been a while since he did it, but he went back to doing that Luke Keaton and all minutes. or
Yes,
whatever.
he did it.
He did that again, bro. after
He
all
he
three of
ran
them
he
went to
ran them
Baltimore.
three with he ran Luke and Veet with Trey, and I had got on Larry's stream. I was like, did you notice he ran a 3-guard lineup this time with Trey?
Yes,
But it worked.
I was
No,
But it
calling it
worked.
out.
but listen though,
It worked.
Veet though is a 6'8" guard. He
Yeah,
did
that's
the
fair.
Luke Keaton and Null thing again. He was doing that
Yeah.
towards the beginning of the season, and that trio, in my opinion, should never be together from size alone. Null, Luke, and
Well,
Keaton.
y'all know
no.
how I feel about Luke Kennard, but I was thinking about that during the game, but I was saying to myself, tonight the Hawks had like 8 guys available. So Luke Kennard had to play.
He didn't have
It
to play
was
20 minutes.
Even if he
and
had to play,
even if he's not there, like the only other option that you have at like to play is coach has to play Jalen at the 3. But I think the defense is why coach is not leaning into that. Because you don't have no backup behind Zach. So somebody gotta take the minutes. You can't if you're gonna especially if you're gonna start now, like bro, at some point you just don't have enough dudes for Luke not to play.
So
Unless you're gonna play Keaton.
I'm gonna say something, point this out, because I mean I know we finger blaming and pointing who it did what or whatever. Brother, we was up 105-92. Do you know they went on a 33-18 run in the fourth quarter? 33-18 run. That is the total team. I don't care if you want to
With your
nitpick Trey,
offensive end,
you want to nitpick Vic, you want to nitpick JJ, you want to nitpick Asa. I don't care who you point out. They went on a 33-18 run. And the Atlanta Hawks players and Quinn were the result of that. Some good things I saw tonight, man. Vic continues to shoot the ball. He's the best shooter on the team for long range by far. It's not even a question. He's number 2 in the Eastern Conference as well. Asa is a really good player as a rookie, off the bench as a rookie. He's really, really good. He knows his role.
Yeah.
He's one of the few players that knows his role. Rebound, shoot threes, play good defense, and foul. You know what I mean? John
Good energy guy.
Yeah,
I told
John
y'all
always say
that.
got
Me and
6
Jay
fouls.
told you that.
Asa use his fouls. Asa gonna whack you. He gonna hit you. He's not gonna let you get easy layups. You know what I mean? Trey and JJ, they do have a good combo tandem, but I think they kind of stunk in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter because both of them kept trying to draw threes. Jalen, I thought, was very passive. He had Trey Jones on him on the block. And he chose to pass the ball. I was trying to get in the post. I'm like, dude, just shoot over him. He did it already in the game in the first half. Just shoot over the top of him. You got a good spin around baseline jump shot. Just do it. He had Vucevic on an island, and he chose to try to get a better shot when he could just shoot over him, too. He already had the space. It was a lot of things wrong with this game, man. And the biggest thing is when Kennard was in the game, you kind of felt the energy shift in the fourth quarter because they hunted him. If you just go back in the fourth quarter, if you got NBA TV or whatnot, go back in the fourth quarter and look how they just pushed the ball in transition to Luke Kennard. And they either drew a foul, they got a free throw, or they pushed it out for an easier shot. Josh Giddey is really good. Let's call it what it is. The Vucevic and Giddey pick and roll, it destroys us. I don't want to see them in a 7-game series because they will continue to use that 5-1 pick and roll and destroy us unless we get somebody that can actually defend it. Because Okongwu just got destroyed the last 2 nights. He's no match for these dudes, man. And I can even say I was on record for saying Okongwu should start, but he can't start, man. Like they picking on him, man. He's too little.
I agree.
He's baby food.
They're
picking on him.
Listen,
Matt, what does your name say?
Real quick.
Okongwu should start. I've been saying that since the preseason.
Real quick. With our scheme, I got a question. Do you think are they getting tired? Because they want us to play fast on offense, but then on the flip side, you got to cover for Trey, and then you got to cover for Okongwu. So you're scrambling too much on defense. You got to exhaust all this energy on offense. I feel like we need to slow down a little bit.
No,
I'm just saying,
I disagree.
That's what's not wrong. What's wrong?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying it's hard playing defense. If you look at how we play defense,
Mm-hmm.
When Giddey was getting when Trey was getting switched on Giddey, they trying to run Nah over there to get back to Giddey. I mean, leaving a man over there in the corner. So somebody got to sprint over there when the ball get tossed over there, which is fucking up rotation, leaving another man. We just running around like this. That's all we doing on defense.
Don't
on
the
the offensive end.
Well, we've been doing that.
don't the Spurs play fast too?
But they got the size.
Spurs got the size to play fast like
Who
that.
got the size?
No,
we don't.
No, we don't.
No, I said who?
The Spurs.
Okay,
The Spurs.
Center.
Denver.
Okay.
Houston.
Oklahoma.
So you saying we're
Oklahoma
too big or we're not
City?
big enough?
We're not big enough.
Small.
You're telling me the Spurs who run a primarily guard lineup?
You're not listening. Listen, we're playing fast on offense.
Uh-huh.
And in defense, we're covering for Trey Young because he can't play defense. And then you have to pack the paint because you got an undersized center. So when the ball swings, everybody's just doing this. They just running, trying to cover their man. And then on the other
instead
end,
of being on their man,
full pace. Instead of you, the center thing we all know is an issue because you don't have to pack the paint that much. You're just covering for Trey. When you're trying to cover for two people, you're playing 3-on-5. And then
But
you
we packed the paint with KP like that. That's
no, man, we don't know that.
I don't think that's the problem.
That is part of the problem.
I don't think that's the problem because the Spurs were still winning games without Wemby.
Listen,
but the Spurs got Luke Cornett.
What are you saying?
The Spurs got length besides
and they got other players that got size.
Outside of Wemby and Luke Cornett, who do they have that has size?
I don't agree with that name at all.
He plays a little bit.
They have two players that have size.
Wait a minute, Ward, but you gotta also
Not
know
listening.
the Spurs don't have nobody in their lineup under 6'4".
Right.
Outside
You're talking about Aaron Fox is 6'4". They don't
okay.
feel a 6'5".
6'9".
So what I'm trying to that's my point. It's not about being tired on defense, is that we just can't play defense.
But we're scrambling on defense.
You can't play defense because you don't have a center.
You have to cover for Trey when you get matched up against somebody you don't want him to guard against. And if the ball's swinging the paint, you got to pack the paint because Okongwu can't cover his own. And when you swing, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. The same thing. It's the same thing with Asa Newell if you come in. It's the same thing with Moji if you come in right now.
Hang on, whoa, Dave. We actually were better. Hang on, we were better defensively.
Can't guard the paint and the.
Hang on, we were better defensively with Asa in the game. He actually was doing.
I'm just saying, you're still playing 3 on.
He's still too small.
You're playing.
Hold on. I'm not disagreeing. We need size. I'm just saying is once again, like I hear what Dame is saying about helping Trey, but that's inevitable. And like we said before, and even more pointed out, Trey actually gave good effort. But Larry pointed it out. I just watched that play. If you know Trey needs help, you can't just leave him on an island and just hope he stands. Jalen or Okongwu need to step up.
At the same time, see wonder. It's a reason why we give up the most. It's a reason why we give up so many threes. If I have to rotate over here all the time to help you when this man is attacking up in the air, one quick swing pass, that's an open 3. And if he swing it and somebody run at him, oh, that's another skip pass. We see this the whole game. Every game.
So why do we give up a lot of threes? But Dan, we gave up a lot of threes last year with Capella in there. Like that's not.
Bro, y'all gotta
aging, bro.
Man. Like
one, you're not factoring that, Matt. You're not factoring in. You're talking about with Capella. That's not true because he missed a lot of the season last year. But that's not true. Then you got to factor in Nia ain't playing as well, and he wasn't playing with next to no Capella. We had the same problem in center last year because Capella didn't play.
So then I agree with you as far as the size thing. I don't agree as far as the pace.
Okay, but Dan, he was still giving up that year before last when Capella was there.
Teams want you to give up threes. Bring Trey to the action.
You're giving up threes because you're undersized at 2 positions. You're not gonna win that way.
I agree. I completely agree with you on that. I just don't agree. It's the pace.
It's just like the Cavs, for instance.
I don't think the pace is the reason, though.
They're not going to do anything, in my opinion.
I don't think it's not the pace is not the reason, though.
If you listen to the coaches,
That's all I'm saying. The pace plays a factor when you got to cover at all times,
bro.
For two people, especially like tonight.
If you listen to the coaches at the coaches clinic, one of the things they talked, the scheme gives up the three. That's the scheme.
It gives up the three because we don't have
that's
a
the problem.
real
See, that's why we say Quinn's the issue.
That's so the scheme itself will give up the three no matter who you got out there.
If you go watch the 2025 coach, the 2025 Adidas coaches clinic, they go over what the scheme is. The scheme is
Matt, he should get fired.
I agree with Dave. He should be fired. That's just stupid. Why would
Is this
I hear Quinn Snyder say like
because before with Nick McMillan, I don't think we gave up this many threes. We need to get up out of here then. That's
Quinn was like Yeka Okongwu was 6'8". He was like, it's only so much we can do. I'm playing in 6'8" center.
Right.
He was like,
he did. Yeah, I heard him say that.
That's what
he said. He's like, there's trade-offs with it. Yeka's working hard. But at the end
of the
day, I got a 6'8".
Don't do that. Don't selectively pull. Don't selectively.
No, but that's what he said.
But that's what you do all the time, Matt. You do it all the time.
He did say that.
He did say that, man.
He did say that.
man.
He's taking it out of context. He was talking about.
Oh my God.
No,
Matt.
Taken out of context.
Man, somebody asked him a direct question. Somebody asked him a direct question about Okongwu, about the center spot. Matter of fact, they were asking about Porzingis.
He was talking about the ball penetration. He said by the time
he was talking about rim protection.
He's talking about rim protection.
Yeah, he was talking about rim protection.
The dude is already at the rim.
I mean it's all right, Matt. You just hear what you want to hear, and that's it.
Matt, do you not know Giddey is the same height?
I don't know what like you're not getting. The Hogs did
Giddey
not
can guard
like last year.
but Okongwu can't guard Giddey. That's the problem.
Because Okongwu is slow.
They don't want
Okongwu is slow.
He's not slow, John. He's lazy.
Yes, he.
He's not slow, John.
Yes,
he's lazy.
he is.
John, you yourself called him lazy.
I'm looking at it right now. That man is slow as crystal.
No, John
He's not slow. He's lazy.
That too. That too.
Okongwu is slow, and he's
Y'all
not
keep
very
talking about
athletic.
slow.
He's lazy.
He's slow and lazy.
No, bro, he's not, bro.
He run fast on offense. You got to cover two people on defense every time.
Yeah. Now he's slow and lazy. He's slow and lazy.
It's called a motherfucker tired because you got to cover for everybody. You got to cover two.
So why did you?
No, well, hold up now. He's been playing like this ever since he's been here. Okongwu been playing like that ever since he's been here.
I do think that the minutes are catching up.
It hasn't looked bad when he wasn't playing the last few games. What are you talking?
Yes,
Okongwu is still slow and lazy.
You're talking about in the recent. You're talking about in the recent.
No. I'm talking about 4 games.
Hold on for a minute. Hey, everybody can't talk over one another. Please.
I'm talking about ever since he got.
Hold on, John. Hold on. Everybody can't talk over one another. Y'all just talking over one another. Let everybody go, get their point out.
No, we're talking to Matt. He was talking about why are we giving up so many points.
Matt talking about 4 games.
Right.
Before that was happening before.
Talking over people again.
Let me finish.
We were having it before.
You gotta finish. You gotta factor in the fact that people also figured out, hey, they only got one center. It was bound to happen, bro. It was bound to start to happen when we
got a center, damn.
The game it's the first start of the season, the beginning of the season.
I said that yesterday.
Now it's saying pack the paint at them at all times. Now you got Trey coming back. Now you got to account for 2 people with defense problems.
3 people.
It was Dyson out there. The main issue was the offense looked terrible because Dyson's out here and he's not giving us on offense, which is his bad offense.
The offense looked a lot better.
His bad offense.
The offense looked a whole lot better today.
I get it, but it's bad.
Way better.
His bad offense was turning over, leading them to them scoring.
That's
what was the issue. But when we had Dyson, Zach, JJ, and Okongwu, the defense was fine. The defense was way better. Teams just made adjustments.
Y'all want to talk about that?
2 players you got to account for with Trey.
Do y'all want to talk about the elephant in the room?
Larry trying to speak.
No, I mean we got the best pick and roll point guard in the league, and no one can set a pick in that lineup.
Yep.
Is
Because we ain't got a center. You don't have a center.
For that alone, he should have been out there.
But don't nobody want to give up the picks for Zubac.
You're trying to run.
I'll
do it. Okay, Jay, you win. We'll do it.
No. Before I
But
give up that pick for Zubac, I'll move off Trey. Get out of here. I'm not giving up that pick for Zubac.
No, we're not about the Pelican pick. We're not talking about the Pelican pick.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say not the Pelican pick.
You still got to move off of Trey, Dan.
Like
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna operate and have good offense, so-called good offense, clutch time offense. We can't do it if we got a pick and roll dominant point guard, but my center can't run pick and roll. I don't believe in ghost screens. Ghost screens are not a pick. You know what I'm saying? I need solid picks. I need a pick for Trey Young to get loose. Like, none of these guys can get open on their own. They need a pick.
I swear, watching Onyeka set a screen is absolutely hilarious.
He can get the ball and head downhill. Same thing with JJ.
JJ doesn't screen.
That's all I'm saying, guys. If y'all,
JJ doesn't screen.
JJ doesn't even get no contact on nobody.
Somebody has to fill that role.
And that's a shame because JJ should be a better pick.
At least Onyeka will try to get.
They don't want Jalen Johnson in the pick and
JJ
roll.
don't never touch.
I don't understand why.
He might tear his labrum again.
Because he can do more with the ball in his hand. You put players who can't do much in pick and roll situations. Why would I put?
I'm gonna fight.
You wouldn't run pick and roll the whole game with Jalen Johnson, bro. When they do that, it's to set him up against.
We're not saying all game, Dame. We're just saying about every now and then, especially in clutch time. That's what Larry's talking about.
But I don't understand
and when
how
they do pick and roll, when he get
just
matched up
straight
against a
out of
smaller defender, he attacks it. That's what he's
Hey,
doing.
man.
Hey,
I got two
Dan,
things.
what you were talking about, I see what you're saying, but on that play that C1 just saw again, with Trey and Yucca and JJ down there, they didn't even fan out to their man. So they sat in the paint and watched everything happen. So those guys were open anyway. That's bad IQ.
I got
bad IQ.
They weren't running with. I understand what you're talking about, the running with the chicken with your head cut off, because you collapse because you're trying to help Trey. Then that it's a domino effect. But that wasn't what happened right there. Those guys were sitting in the paint. Those guys, their counterparts ran to the corner and they sat there and watched Trey Young got baby. So they didn't come to the paint, and they watched
maybe they
Trey
tried to
Young
cover
get
for
baby.
his ass too.
No, what I'm saying is,
they got no
like,
excuse. Maybe they tried to cover. I don't know. I'm just talking.
Well, I mean, but Dame,
Calm
like
down.
Dame, you're
Hey, Mike
Dame,
was
you
right,
don't have
bro.
what you're saying. Don't have any validity. When we gave out of the 22 games Trey Young missed, we gave up 120 in 14 of the 22 games he missed.
We're 14 and 10 when Trey Young don't play.
It's not like the defense group.
You missing a whole lot of time.
It's 14 and 10 when Trey doesn't play. Is that something to hang your hat on?
I'm about to say, that's not like a major grade.
John,
We're really great.
Yeah,
Great.
we're 1-6 with Trey Young. Is that something to hang your hat on? We are on track to win 14 games if Trey Young played the whole season.
First of all,
what are you talking about?
You missed the context. Morris missed
And Mark,
what's the context?
That's what I'm saying. Put it in context. That's only 4 games over 500. Now, if Trey Young was that bad, you should have won at least 20 games.
Okay, let me get this straight. So you're telling me a team? Hold on, no. Wait. Let me say a team that has won 14 games without
and
2 of their
lost
best
10.
players. Hold on, wait.
And lost 10.
No. A team who's over 500, who got $75 million on the bench, is worse than a team with their best player at 1-6.
Like, bro, John,
is that what y'all telling me?
Look, more that has no context.
What's the okay?
Wait a minute. Oh, so we count pennies now?
Because more, how many
to justify?
More out of those 14 wins, more, how many of those was against teams above 500?
Thank you.
It matters more. Hold on, more. Before you answer, it matters because your next couple games are against teams above 500.
Is Chicago above 500?
No.
Is Charlotte? Is Charlotte above 500?
No. Where's the Wizards? Were the Wizards above 500?
The teams you're about to play are
we split with the Wizards.
And we got blown out by 30. We got blown out by 30 with everybody healthy.
But the thing here's the difference. But listen, this is the difference. When we have Trey in the lineup, we're losing to both teams. Over and under 500.
Hang on. I'll come back to this. Matt, hang on.
More. I got that. My
Boy,
point
you
is,
kinda- you kinda
if we're
spitting
14
right
and 10 without Trey, but we lost the majority of those 10 games against teams above 500, and we about to play teams above 500.
Hang on.
I'm so confused of why people are arguing. Like the facts are the facts.
Hang on. Hang on.
What is going on here, y'all?
Hang on. Let one
What is
talk.
going on?
Let one talk, and then I'll get a rebuttal to what's going on more in a minute. So
hey, man, we just got to answer the center position. I don't know what y'all talking about. We just got to get a center.
I might get a little pushback from the panel, from you
That's
guys, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, we need a good backup center.
No, a real starter.
Just little small things I like to point out, man, that may or may not have be indictment on how the team playing. Jalen Okongwu playing some heavy minutes this last week and a half, man. I don't know nobody look at that stuff and what
they are.
These guys are averaging almost 38 to 40 minutes a game. They're not getting any rest. They as soon as they sit down, Quinn is telling them to come back in. You also ask them to be dynamic on both ends of the ball. I'm pretty sure Okongwu probably ran about 5 miles out there today. He was literally just racing all over court. I don't know because of our defensive game plan. He he was doing whatever the case may be. It may be a combination of all.
One. 36 minutes, 7 rebounds.
Hold on.
Jason Newell, 21 minutes, 7 rebounds.
Brother, I said
That's
over
crazy.
the last 2 weeks, I said Okongwu and Jalen have been playing heavy minutes. All I'm saying is, due to the fact that we don't have significant subs, man, in for us right now, it's starting to affect not only the guys' level of play, as a part of the reason why we're also losing as well, man. Tired legs is a real thing. Everybody in here has probably played sports. You probably played back-to-backs. You go out there, you play 40 minutes in one game. You come back next game, you got to play 40 minutes again. You know what I mean? It's high-intensity team. Like, it may have an effect on your legs. I don't know. I mean, that's not to say we lost the game, but it's also been a contributor to what's going on with this team over the last couple of weeks as well, man. That's all I got.
Bro, I told y'all yesterday.
Hey, Juan, you done?
Yeah, Zach
you
Casey played 21 minutes and
Alright,
broke out 7 rebounds.
Bro, listen.
You didn't say
The
anything
minutes
when you had
matter.
15
The minutes
rebounds.
matter
You didn't say
because
nothing in
fatigue,
that
but
game.
it's not why we're losing.
It's trash.
All right, so Juan, you done?
Yeah.
All right, so let me just say this to Mora. Yeah, we've been 14 and 10. We were doing great for the first 2 weeks. We were playing 500 basketball before Trey came back the last 2 weeks. And our defensive rating was the second worst defensive rating in that stretch in December right here in this month of December. And that was only 2 games with Trey in the lineup. So before you start saying, oh, we haven't been able to beat the under 500 Chiefs with Trey come back. Number one, Trey's trying to work back into game shape. Number two, still having injury problems, and KP's not out there, so we have a problem at the center position because we ain't got no size. Like Larry said, we don't have any guys that are really helping with the pick and roll when we have a pick and roll point guard. And two, we also have Jalen, who has been completely booty on defense too. So it's not just a Trey problem; it's also Jalen not playing defense. Hang on. I'll let you.
I'm just saying I'm gonna respond after you're done. That's all I'm saying.
That's fine.
Let me go after
The only thing, okay, and the other thing is that I keep continuing to say is that it's going to take time for these guys to adjust. They played better defensively. It's just the offense dried up tonight. I hate it. There were bad missed shots from both Trey and Jalen, and they missed opportunities. Like Pete Crutchy was wide open in the corner, and Jalen gave Trey that logo 3, and I was like, bro, you had a guy that was hot on the other end of the corner. I don't understand why you're trying to give it to Trey. Make the smart decision and give it to Veet. We probably would have won that game if you did. So the whole thing is like we said, is context that matters. Yes, the first few games when we were playing in the beginning of the season, yeah, we stunk, but that was everybody because number one, even Trey said it, the chemistry was off. They didn't have enough games played to figure out the rotation, figure out the offensive abilities, and all that other stuff. Trey said it out of their own mouth. His own mouth, and the rest of the team said it too. We're still figuring each other out. So I don't really count those first 4 games that we lost because we were figuring each other out. It wasn't until Trey left that they were beginning to figure each other out. But then that chemistry fell apart these last 2 weeks. So when you say the record, put it in context. And I know what you're gonna rebuttal, but I'm ready for you. So go ahead and rebuttal so we can just
See,
go back and
wonder
forth.
that
The truth is
still
over.
doesn't. I hear you, but you're the guy you pay the most money to is 1-6 when he's in the lineup. I don't care if it's chemistry. Trey Young has been on this team for 8 years. They should. He's the one who knows how to play Hawks basketball better than anybody.
He was
But
out for 2 months more. He was
hold
out for
on.
2 months.
I just want to point this out. The common trend is always fire the head coach. This player then show up. This player is undersized. The organization is not doing what they're supposed to. But the common theme is one player. At some point, we have to look at ourselves in the mirror and maybe say, who's been around through 3 head coaches and 3 GMs?
I'm so glad you brought that up. Let me ask you something. Hang on. Let me ask you something.
Oh, yo, you just dug yourself a grave.
Hang on. Let me ask you this. Let me. No. I want to rebuttal this before I forget. How many coaches Devin Booker's gone through?
Bro, they're losers.
I asked the question.
Have they won?
The question. How many in his career Devin Booker?
I don't watch the Sun, so I don't know.
I'll go do research. Don't show me. Don't show me.
I think
Don't
they
show
would
it
do
to me.
5. I think they would do 5.
I mean, I'm
Okay,
just saying
and yet-
Devin Booker went to the finals.
And yet, it's actually it's fine. So yet, Devin Booker is still on the team.
It doesn't matter how many coaches another player has. I don't know why y'all keep bringing up.
First of all, stop. Mora just brought up like we've had all these coaches. So I'm saying, okay.
Bruh.
Y'all don't want to listen to no rebuttals.
Did you just bring up a losing organization to prove your point?
I'm saying no. You're saying why are we keeping a franchise guy when we've gone through these kind of coaches? They keeping Devin Booker. They also have kept. What is the other brother that I thought about? Shoot.
I'm sorry. Am I missing something? Does Phoenix have a championship in the past 10 years?
No, did they go to the
Has
finals?
Devin Booker been playing?
Did they go to the finals?
At what point does winning a championship
Does that disqualify the comparison?
I don't understand. What is the goal here, y'all? Is it to win a championship?
Hey, more.
Does that disqualify the comparison?
Y'all keep saying we went to the finals. We went to the conference. I don't understand what the goal is here.
Take me in, please.
What are we talking about?
Wait a minute. Hold. Who's the last person? Because I want to go after the last person. Who's the last person?
Next. Jay. Just say Jay. Just talk. I don't understand. I'm confused.
Jay. I'm going after Jay. I'll go after Jay.
I'll go after
I
John.
just listened to C Wonder. Yeah. And like, bro, he was the main one. Whenever we lost to a close game to Detroit, coming up here with that face,
his handsome face is much better than yours.
You know who would have helped us win tonight? Trey Young. Like, bro, all the close games we were losing, and we said, well, I don't think Trey would have made a difference here, and he was so adamant. But yet now we've played 2 close games with Trey. He's been out there, and you lost them both.
Okay, I agree. Hold up.
Against below 500 teams.
All right, hold up.
I'm not done.
Don't forget the Hornets
Because
game.
you were the one who was
Trey didn't play that one, Dave.
That Trey was gonna fix everything. And
no, he didn't in the fourth quarter.
And this, that, and the third. But I was the one who said, bro, I want to see what it looks like with Trey. But I know he does not fix the issues that are already.
You didn't play the game, Dave. Did you pay attention?
Let Jay talk. Let Jay talk.
So like, do I think Trey Young and Jalen Johnson could work? Yeah, I don't think I would trade them right now. I would, but the Hawks gotta make some moves because you're so bad in other areas. Like,
first of all, hang on.
Like all an experiment. It's all like, okay, let's see if this player works with Trey, and it like, bro. It just ain't it. And I was told that Trey was this great closer. And I'm realizing, bro, like his first game back, bro, I told y'all his first shot was the 35-foot bomb. Like, and he did that shit again tonight. He did that shit like, bro. Like, if y'all go on Reddit, y'all can sit here and watch, bro, the final 4 minutes, how many times they just went one-on-one at Trey. Y'all see the hero shots. He did the same shit today, bro. And I'm not blaming Trey at all. I'm just telling y'all, bro, this is who he is. So if y'all
can I ask Jay this, because it seems like
but I'm just gonna tell you, bro, if you gonna continue to try this Trey Young experiment, you're gonna have to move these young dudes.
I said it. Hold up.
It's just
I
the
said
bottom
that.
line, but I would not do that.
You want to move the young dude?
And I would not
8 years of this, y'all. 8 years.
Hold on. Hey. Now, Jay, you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm going after John because I got another rebuttal for Jay.
Okay. Now, Mara.
I love this.
That picture you painted, you left all of the color out of it. It's just as black and white as it can be. But there are too many other colors involved in this painting. What your front office did to Trey Young, okay, by him not being coached, them not coaching him the way that he was supposed to be coached, the people that they put around him. Right now, this is the best team that they've ever put around him, knowing that he had deficiencies when he came here. Yep. You want to use him as a common denominator? Yeah, he's a common denominator because he's the one that's been here the longest. And they traded everything out, that junk off him around him. So see, now you get an opportunity to see what it is that he can do.
So, John, you're saying it's everybody else.
I disagree. I disagree with you, John, wholeheartedly.
No, he played.
I'll let y'all. Okay, you can disagree, but you can't disprove.
He plays the same way since he came out of college. His game hasn't changed. That's the issue.
Whether his game has changed or not. See, this is the thing. Hold on.
He's doing things without the ball this year.
Yeah, let John finish. Let John finish.
Hold on.
Yeah,
hold on. See, this is the thing. This is the thing. Okay, when Trey Young came here, he was automatically nominated savior of the house because he was the one scoring 50 points. He was the one ending games with spectacular plays, spectacular shots, logo threes, things of that sort. No, I didn't have no problem with it then. Okay, now
who didn't?
Now you have other players that are supposed to help him out in crunch time. Where were they tonight? The whole fourth quarter, they were looking for a hero. The whole fourth quarter, they were looking for a hero. They couldn't make shots.
And the logo was wide open in the corner.
They
can't get off with a pick.
You know what's crazy?
You
know why? Because Jay keeps saying Trey know how to play off the ball, but can't nobody question. Answer me this: what does he do when he don't have the ball in his hand? To sit down and say he got to play off the ball.
And I'm not
off the ball. Trey just pass the ball and get off of it.
That's a lie. They lying. I'm on the ball. That
don't do nothing when he off the ball.
Wait a minute. What did everyone else do when they were off the ball? What did everybody else do?
I'm about to tell you, John. You got to think about it. What is Trey moniker is? He is an offensive engine. In the fourth quarter, you don't provide nothing on defense. If you win the game, I'm counting on you to provide some on offense. That's why he gets them touches, That's exactly why he gets those touches. Because on defense, you don't provide nothing, and you're the offensive engine, and you're in the lineup. Since we're playing 4-on-5 on defense, and when we come back down, we're playing 5-on-5 on offense. You're operating the offense.
But
same thing with Dyson.
But hold on. See now, damn. See, this is the problem with that.
With Dyson, they do it the other way.
Damn, this is the problem with that. You solely rely on him to save you all the doggone time because nobody else is willing to take that shot. Pass it to V. You pass it to V. Hold on. We saw it tonight. We saw it tonight.
That's not true.
We saw it tonight.
I just told you why it happened tonight. He's the offensive engine, and he's starting and playing. The ball is supposed to go to his hand because that's what he's paid for. Jay just said he don't get paid to play defense. So when in the quarter, and you need a score, they're gonna get a ball.
When you need a score, hold on. Damn, I disagree with that totally. Because hold on. Let me finish. When you every last one of those players out there is supposed to be able to play on both sides of the ball. Both of them.
They can't.
Let me finish.
Oh,
I know that Trey Young has defensive deficiencies. So I'm not expecting Trey Young to be a defensive engine as you say that he's an offensive engine. No.
Right.
But when you play defense and they miss the shot on this end, you got to cash it in on the other end.
Right.
No matter who it is that has the ball in their hands, they've got to shoot. And we've been looking for anybody to take that load off of Trey Young to help him do that.
John, this is the last
but
thing I'm gonna say.
We do not have anybody reliable to do that yet.
John,
we don't.
Say that every year.
Wait, let me say this. I'm done. I'm gonna be done.
And I'm absolutely correct.
Alexander Walker.
I'm going after
Alexander Walker was scoring and doing
I'm
those
next.
things Trey went here. Jalen Johnson had times when he was doing that. Even the game where we lost to Chicago, that high scoring game, when we took the ball out and I seen Jalen Johnson taking it out, it annoyed the crap out of me because we're down 2. He's your best person to get into the rim. But we inbounded and went to who? Because he's your offensive engine, and that's what they're always going to do as long as he's
not in the high scoring game because
that's what's going to happen.
All right, let me just say this real quick.
Regardless of who's on the court right now.
It's hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me.
That's what Trey Young is. That's what he's here
hold
for.
Hold on. But
hang on, let me say this. Can I say this? Let me just say this. It's amazing to me that Jay and Mora and even Dave a little bit want to talk smack about, well, Trey, CJ, you said this about Trey, and I did, and I'll own up to it. But I also remember those same three trio, or mostly Jay and Mora, talking about how this was JJ's team, and he's the guy who's built doing the clutch, and hey, we can handle it, and he can do it and stuff. And guess what? He also shrunk tonight, and he shrunk before. He was passive. I've been told you guys.
He hit the game time 3, and they went away from him. He hit the game 3, and then the next play they win the game, they tied up. They went away from him.
Let me check.
Who hit our only 2 field goals in the fourth quarter? I mean, inside of 4 minutes. Nah hit one to tie the game. Who hit the other one?
Yeah, Jalen. I'll give you that. Okay. I also say with that, who set those people up? Hang on, hold up. First of all, you're wrong.
Nobody set Jalen up. It was straight rebounds.
Hold up, Jay. Hold up. You're wrong. You're wrong because Trey also had a layup at the end. He was cutting, and Okongwu gave him on a cut to the field goal. He was cutting to the ball, and Okongwu gave him that. They cut it down to 1 point.
For y'all to sit here and act like we ain't won games in the clutch without Trey,
listen, tonight,
it's crazy. Y'all ain't watching.
You haven't. I mean, and even if you say that, it just started this year. They haven't been winning games in the clutch without him.
Trey Young, not Jalen on the kill Alexander Walker.
I do think that Trey spat with
hold on, wait, Dame and Jay. Hold on.
And No is a great addition. No is a great addition. He's definitely a great addition.
If you go back and watch the last 6 minutes of the game, 108 to 101 after Giddey made the layup. Make the free throw, and you watch the last 6 minutes of the game. Trey came down. He took those 2 bad shots, admittedly so. However, he also gave the ball to Jalen and cleared out, right? Jalen did nothing with the ball. He fumbled with the ball. He didn't like his matchup. He passed it back to Trey. Matter of fact, that was the second logo shot. He passed. Trey gave him the ball, and Trey cleared to the other side.
It was a team loss tonight.
Jalen didn't do anything with the ball. Trey gave it to Naw at the end in the last 4 minutes. Naw went down there and missed the layup, critical layup at the end that he missed. Okay? So like
you would have made one.
I even give you this. I was more so upset.
These other Jalen got the ball late. Naw got the ball late. They didn't execute.
Y'all are missing the point about Trey.
So wait a minute. How is he being an antagonist when he did that? There's some other action prior to that.
Y'all are missing the point.
Was there some other action before that? Did they have some type of problem before that?
What was the point of that?
Dude grabbed his neck, tried to choke Trey out.
You just smacked me in my butt when I'm walking out the game, bro.
Oh, dude, come on.
Come on, man. No.
We on 2 different teams jawing at each other. I'm going out the game.
Were they jawing at each other prior to him smacking him on the butt?
2 different teams, bro.
Hey,
wait a minute. They do that. Teams do that all the time. Damn.
Listen, I don't mind my point guard trolling the other team.
Teams do that
That's
all the
funny to
time.
me.
Damn. Good grief,
I got
man.
put back up here. Back up here.
What kind of straws y'all reaching for now? I hope it's something a drink is attached to it.
John, hold on, bro. Hey, man, won't everybody go around because there's too much over talking there. Other people trying to get their in. So, Blackberry came in, Red came in. So
The only more the only point of Laura.
There you go.
So let
Laura,
Blackberry, Red go, and I know Larry had his hand up, and then
I'm after Larry.
I was going
Blackberry and Red. Let them go.
Oh, Red. I'm after Red.
Yeah, let Blackberry and Red.
Man,
Red, you go
we got
ahead. You go first, Red.
I'm after Blackberry.
All right.
We got a panel full of program directors.
It was another bad loss, fellas. Like you say, I'm not gonna put it all on one person. Fourth quarter was bad. Our guys let us down. Bad shooting, bad coaching. Don't get on me, Foot. Bad coaching. Like I say, man, we just got to figure this out, man. It's tough. It's tough because we were looking so good early on, and now these last few games, well, ever since December, ever since the calendar don't turn December, I swear we ain't won 2 games. So and it's the month almost over with. So what I'm thinking, man, for us to get back in this thing, we're gonna have to have one of them 2015 Januaries, if y'all know what I mean. You remember the January we had in 2015?
Forget about that one, bro.
Oh, you said we can't go undefeated again? Okay, well.
No.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to do something to get us back in this race, man. Because I just feel, man, the more this same stuff keep happening, man, we're gonna fall further and further toward the play-in and even further, and that's not good because we had thoughts and dreams about starting fast and maintaining, top 6 spot in the East, and right now that's just not happening and not good. So
we're watching
the
basketball version of the Falcons.
Yeah, I hate that, man, because saying those are 2 teams we need to get cooking in this town. Braves don't gave us 2 rings. The Bulldogs doing their thing, and the Falcons and the Hawks are always holding us back, man. So we got to figure this out, man. I'm not gonna be too negative tonight, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I've been listening to everybody. Everybody don't pretty much say what it was, but we got to figure this out, man. We got to get this thing rolling. We wasting too many careers and whatnot here, man. We got some good players. We just got to figure it out.
Demond look dead, boy.
Demond, wake your ass up. Wake up, Demond. We ain't dead.
Who put him on camera like that?
Who
put him on camera like that?
Was you sleeping? Because I was talking to Demond.
Not Red. No.
I don't know. Sometimes, Judge, they were Red talking. Let me just go to sleep.
No. He had a preview.
I can't hear. Hey, Demond, I had to get you. Payback.
Oh, Foot.
Hey,
now that's dirty,
Judge,
Foot.
Judge,
Foot, now that's dirty.
Don't worry.
DeMar said,
Judge,
this
don't worry.
right now. Keep playing with me.
Hey, Judge. Hey, Judge, when DeMar start talking, don't worry. You gonna hear me snoring in the background when he come on.
What it do, Blackberry?
What's up, Blackberry?
Blackberry in the house. What's up, my man? Go ahead, Blackberry. I'm done. I'm just ready to listen to y'all. I like to listen and react. Yes, sir.
Well, man, shout out to y'all fellas, man. It's been one hell of a 2025, regardless of how these teams done look. The fact that we can come up here and conjugate about these sorry ass teams, it say something, man. It say something about how you can just come across from people that you got a common interest with, and you can talk shit and everybody be happy at the end of it all. But we missing some things in this conversation, and I got to take notes nowadays because my brain ain't what it used to be. And the first note I got here.
Don't let Winston hear you say that, Blackbeard.
I know, because he'll use it against me. But we missed. The Kristaps Porzingis element of this has kind of went under the it's kind of been swept under the rug a little bit, and we forgetting that he was supposed to be the 5 in this entire scenario. I think that's kind of gotten missed on some people. That we thought we was gonna be a certain way because we had Kristaps Porzingis included into the formula. He ain't available. And regardless of whether or not he a real 5 or he just a really big 4, that don't mean nothing. They brought him in here with the idea of him being your 5. And he ain't playing. Is he gonna play for us ever again? We don't know.
Nope. Never again, Blackberry.
So when we critiquing what's wrong with this team, you kind of gotta you gotta take everything with a grain of salt, because what you were supposed to be doing with a certain group of personnel, you ain't been able to do. Trey Young get hurt early, and Kristaps Porzingis is unavailable. A lot of us like the Luke Kennard acquisition. A lot of us like that because we was like, "Boo, okay, we got somebody that can shoot."
Yeah.
So now
the joke is on us with that
one. But see, this the thing though. The game plan ain't been what it was supposed to be in the first place. So these players are overcompensating in areas where they wasn't supposed to be, because that ain't supposed to be the roles they play. We ain't supposed to be looking for Luke Kennard to play no type of damn defense. He ain't supposed to be that. We weren't supposed to be looking for him to create his own shot. We weren't supposed to be looking for that. That ain't what he was brought here to do. He was brought here to run the baseline, run the wing, catch and shoot. That's what he was brought here to do. And he ain't been able to do that because the game plan had to be adjusted. Same thing with Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels get a lot of flack from a lot of Hawks fans because he done had to step in and be your point as well as your 2 in most of the time that he's been here, because of Trey getting hurt. And because you ain't got no real 1 coming off the bench. And then there's Trey been small. He been small. He was small when he got traded for on draft night. He was small in Oklahoma. He was small in high school. He been small. That ain't nothing that you not going to change that. He been small. We know he a lot. You think they didn't know he was a liability on defense when they traded for him on draft night? He been a liability. But as long as he giving effort and as long as you coaching defense, which Quinn Snyder can't do for nothing.
There you go.
As long as you putting in the effort and wanting to play defense, see that's how I know some of you just played street ball. You didn't play organized ball. And if you did, you rode the bench. Because you gotta want to play defense. You can't instill defense in somebody. You gotta want to play it. You gotta want to bend your knees, drop your hips, and stay with your man. You gotta want to do that shit.
Pause.
Ain't no goddamn pause. This ain't no damn pause.
That was super pause.
Everybody up here grown ass men. Ain't no damn pause.
Drop your hips.
You gotta want to play defense. You gotta want that shit. The other thing is JJ ain't showing he no leader. But anybody that's trying to make the case that this his team now or this can be his team, where? Because all I'm seeing right now is Chris Middleton. I'm not seeing Giannis. All I'm seeing is Chris Middleton. Because why you trading the ball at the top of the key with Trey in the clutch? If you know you can take your man one-on-one, take him to the basket. You gotta want to do that too. That's heart. That's right here. That ain't coaching. That ain't game plan strategy. That's heart. We know in the clutch, we know every team gonna do the same thing. We gonna get to the one man at the top of the key. Everybody is solo dolo time. ISO Joe. If you want it, JJ, take that man to the basket. It's a one possession game. Draw the foul. Get to the line. Why you trading the ball back and forth with Trey at the top of the key? And Trey telling them, no, you take it. Ain't that what y'all said? Trey got to roll with it. He got to get with the program when he come back. Well, hell, he tried to give JJ the opportunity. He didn't take it.
Yep.
He ain't showing leader. He just showing Chris Middleton. And that ain't no bad thing. That's not a bad thing. But you got to understand your role. And right now, this is why Quinn Snyder got to go. Because he ain't giving nobody no role to play. He's saying, go out there and we just going to see who can make the most shots tonight. And the last thing, Onyeka Okongwu is ass, and I ain't changing my mind about that. And I'm done.
All right. Larry, do you want to go before me?
Yeah. Let me.
You man, dog.
I like that last part that that Blackberry said. Y'all make sure y'all go and check out Blackberry page. Got great content, man.
I appreciate that, Larry.
You can't play with an undersized point guard and an undersized center. I all know that as basketball fans, but I think that's what Moore's kind of talking about. He's more on the Trey Young type thing, especially when our center can't set a pick. It's disgusting that I'm trying to set a pick with I'm trying to set a pick with JJ should be able to set picks also. And Trey Young can't function without a pick. We know that. Like, not efficiently. And Trey only took 16 shots this game. So 2 of those shots was horrible. We know that. But when I look at it, Null took more shots than him, 9 for 19. And Jalen Johnson took more shots than him, 11 for 23. So he actually did. I mean, Trey had 15 assists and 1 turnover.
Played a great game.
You know what I'm saying? Offensively, he played a great game.
Not great. We didn't win, so it can't be great.
We weren't on a string enough to cover for his deficiencies tonight. And when you have 2 bigs, when you have your 2 primary bigs in the paint, and they didn't guard that man on the wing or help him out, that's inexcusable. But that's a part of coaching, attention to detail that we're missing. We don't have high IQ defensive players. That's why I keep talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You just can't focus on the offensive side of the game and say, hey, this one player is killing our offense. We scored 18 points in the 4th quarter. And there was no Dyson to blame it on because no one could set a freaking pick. That's crazy. We got a lot of scores that was in. B. Crazy was the best shooter, but never got the ball again because it was Trey or JJ or no time.
And
that's why I didn't care for B. Crazy being on the court. Because Jay mentioned that during my stream. He said, why are you going to take B. Crazy out? He's been our best shooter. Because they're not going to give him the ball. Remember I told you that, Jay? I was like, they're not going to give him the ball. So if they're not going to give him the ball, put the guy in who actually got 7 rebounds, who normally don't rebound. I would say this. I was pleasantly surprised about Zach rebounding because he was in Dyson's spot on those opportunities. So that definitely was like, ding, I love to see that. Him increasing his rebounding because I can't have 2 rebounds a game out of 6'10" small forward. So that was definitely refreshing. To take him out just because it's the rotation time, that's just horrible coaching, guys. Like you can't. You put the Keaton Wallace and you put King Wallace with your boy Luke Kennard, who never wants to shoot like I've seen Asa Newell take harder 3-point attempts than a player that's supposed to be a 3-point sniper in Luke Kennard. Like, he won't take a shot unless it's wide open. Like, if somebody's closing out on him, he's not going to shoot it. He's going to pack it. It was times he wasn't even looking at the basket. I was like, wow. Dude, you out here doing like dice. You ain't even look at it, and you're supposed to be a shooter. So,
I mean,
man,
it's like what Jay said, Larry, about
say we played better offense. I just disagree with it, man. You can't say we played better offense, only scored 18 points in the fourth quarter.
For 42 minutes, it
and
was much
there's
better.
no scapegoat tonight.
When this dude was on the West Coast, man, playing in the Western Conference, he scared the shit out of me.
You say you done,
he
Larry?
on my team,
Yeah, I'm done.
He ain't doing nothing. Luke Kennard. When he was in the Western Conference, dude was balling like a mug.
So I gotta first speak. Well, I'm gonna say this last. Y'all, I just don't. If we go back and really look at it, we are blaming everybody else constantly, and we're not really taking the common denominator. I'm not saying that Trey Young is a bad player. I think he's a great basketball player. I just don't think we can win a championship with him. Also, I disagree with John. Trey Young's best team was in 2021. He had a true center in his prime. He had a sixth man of the year. He had a still functioning Gallinari who can still get his own shot when he wanted to. He had a 3-and-D guy. Even though Hunter wasn't the best developed player, he can still at least play defense. Even though he played defense out of position. He had Kevin Huerter, who actually was clutch in a lot of those series. We don't.
What?
Game 7, 76ers, Kevin Huerter was clutch.
Okay,
I do not want to hear that.
What was the other game?
We definitely
hear that.
We definitely don't go to the conference finals without Kevin Huerter.
We don't go to the conference. We don't go to the conference finals without Kevin Huerter.
Game 5.
What was the other game?
Game 5 versus Philly. He was pretty big time.
Yeah, game 5 he was pretty good.
Really?
So,
what did he score in game 5?
Hold on, you derailing. Let me finish, John.
No, I'm not derailing nothing.
Yes, you are.
Go ahead.
Now you talking about Kevin Huerter.
Yeah, go ahead, Mara, because I'm waiting on you. Go ahead.
We currently, as constructed, obviously our 2 guards supposedly can't play offense. Our 5 can't play defense. Jalen Johnson also can't play defense. We don't have a true center. We don't have a true 3 or the backup 3. And we can't cover his deficiencies. Again, like Blackberry said, we all know that Trey Young was this type of player, but when he was dropping 50 and the oohs and ahs, it gave us fans new life because we had been used to sucking and losing. But we're in year...
And we still sucking and losing.
Exactly, Red. We're year 8 of this experiment. And when I literally say we're 1-6 with the player, and y'all, I think the context keeps getting lost that this is the highest paid player on our team. Expectations for him are different than every other player on the team. You don't have the same expectations you have for Double O that you have for Trey Young, because Double O is making $15 million, and he's playing like a backup center, which is what he is. We have higher expectations for Double O because we're expecting him, just because he starts, to be bigger and give more effort. He's playing exactly how a backup center would play. If I'm paying you $45 million to be the face of my franchise and the best player on the team, and the common theme is that we keep losing with you because we have to continue to cover your deficiencies, then you're not worth paying that much and keeping on the team. My last point, when I was talking to Matt, I said, y'all are missing the point. It's not about Trey Young being good on offense, bad on defense. It's when it matters the most, we cannot stop a team from doing what they want to do in the fourth quarter with Trey Young in the game. That is the point. And it's been that narrative for the past 8 years.
But wouldn't
It's about defense when it matters. That's why I said I like this play. I like the 14 and 10 or the team without Trey, because when we got blown out some games, but when it was a close game and it mattered, we played defense. There was minimal, and we played without Kristaps Porzingis. So
we lost clutch games.
Matt.
Yeah, yes, but to Morris' point, we weren't like these past couple games. We've been overhelping a ton. At least without Trey, we didn't have to overhelp. Now you can say that
Gave up a
there
lot
are.
of points.
I understand that, Matt, but you're missing the point, Matt.
Overhelp. We habitually overhelp, whether Trey is there or
not. Hang on. Let me just say this. Stop. More, are you done?
Yes.
See, Wonder, where are you going, bro? You keep walking away.
Yeah, I like to walk and help you think.
Okay.
For me,
You're a walking thinker. I got you.
Yeah, I'm a walking thinker. I gotta walk around.
Hey, Matthew. I was trying to ignore what he was doing back there because I was afraid to ask.
I didn't even know he was still here until he said something.
No,
Go ahead, C1, stomp it out. Go ahead and stomp it
What you
out,
got,
C1.
All right, because let me just say this real quick. As a preacher, I think better and I preach better when I walk around.
Jay,
So
you got
if you
next.
keep walking, okay. So let me just say this.
I know you about to say something after C1 to say something.
Mora, let me say this. Mora, did you just say that, hey, we have to keep covering up his deficiencies all the time? That's one of the reasons why we need to get rid of him?
When it matters the most, yeah. When it's clutch time.
Okay. So let's say this. Giannis has deficiencies, doesn't he? He can't shoot very well, and he's not a good free throw shooter.
You know, guys that don't want rings.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying because this is more a standard. He says,
Hey,
"Hey,
Red, you know
they
what
won
he said
anything."
when he had.
Hang on, Jay. Hang on, dude. Hang on.
I made them when they count.
Hang on.
17 to 17.
Let me cook. Can you please let me cook for a minute? I asked that because we also have. They went and got Chris Middleton. They got Drew Holiday. They got Brook Lopez, who was a stretch three. They surrounded Giannis with shooters to help him with his deficiencies. And it took a lot of trial and error. You got to realize it getting bounced a lot of the time in the first round constantly. And there was people that were saying, hey, we might need to consider trading these guys, or maybe Giannis needs to go somewhere else. And on the 8th year of Giannis, they finally won it all. Same thing with Steph Curry. Steph was not a defender. He wasn't really a facilitator. That wasn't his game. He was a shooter and a scoring point guard. But they understood because of those deficiencies, they surrounded him with Andrew Bogut. They surrounded him with obviously Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Harrison Barnes, and all those guys. Defensive guys that could facilitate and help him off the ball because they knew how unique he was on offense. And it took a long while because they were getting beaten in the playoffs too. But in his 8th year, they finally won it all, and that's when the dynasty began. The point I'm making is, yeah, we already know Trey has deficiencies. Most superstar players are not perfect. Go figure. We didn't know that, but yeah, Jokic has deficiencies. Yeah, he's a superstar, really. Fight on it. Anyway, there's most superstars deficient. He has a deficiency.
Okay, John.
But what you do is you try your best to help cover those deficiencies and help boost his strength so he can be the best version of himself. We finally got a Robin because, like Blackberry said, Jalen Johnson just doesn't seem to have that dog in him. He's more of a Chris Middleton than he is a Giannis or a Michael Jordan. He's more of a Scottie Pippen. And that's fine because that's what Trey needs.
No,
but the thing is, and Larry talked about this
But
before.
Trey Young can't be your best player on a championship level team, Steve.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. I know, and I believe, and I know he can. Number one, let me tell you the reason why.
So when defenses clamp down on him in the playoffs and he has nobody else to turn to, who are you going to rely upon?
Ryan, let me just ask you this question because everybody loves to throw this out when it's convenient. Were we not 2 games away when Trey turned his ankle from going to the finals?
We had John Collins at the time who was dropping 21 and 10.
Hold up. I just say that we had to build a team around him?
But it was a different year.
It doesn't matter. The context still is the same.
Milwaukee was also 2 games away too. See Wonder.
Yeah, but we were beating them, and they didn't have an answer for Trey because he was the focal point. And Trey and everybody else, if you're being honest with yourself, if Trey would have played and not twisted his ankle, you got to remember, Giannis also got hyperextended his knee that series, and they were down their best player. But the problem was their players were a little bit better in knowing their roles, and they were more mature. That's why they beat us.
And we had center play.
We had a center
play like
and you know what? Hey, I'll even throw this at you. See, we weren't even supposed to make the conference finals. We beat. Hold on. We beat the Knicks team, which we were supposed to beat.
that broke Trey ankle.
When we went up against Philadelphia, nobody had us beating Philadelphia. We were lucky that Joel Embiid was hurt and Ben Simmons just forgot how to play basketball.
Brian, let me just ask you this.
Well,
Brian,
that's too bad for them.
First of all, Brian, is the
That's too
championship
bad for them.
have some
I
form
can't
of luck?
cover
Do
for
they
their
not?
mistakes.
They have luck. That's a stupid
I agree,
excuse.
John.
Do y'all
How's
know
this
how
stupid
good
excuse?
You got to
Go
dance
back and
with the
watch
one you
everybody
rule.
when we beat them.
This how I'm gonna know who knows basketball. Because C Wonder said they were just a little bit more experienced and how they. But do you have any idea how good Prime, Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday were?
That's what I'm saying.
Prime Chris Middleton was 43% from the three-point line and was a great defender.
I'm saying that they had their stuff together. That's what I mean.
You're talking about gold medal, top 30 All NBA players.
That's experience, Jay. That's experience.
I mean,
that are not the leaders on their team.
And they're not leaders on their team, though, but they're good, experienced players that knew what they were doing. They went through the trial. They went through, Jay, because you ain't listening, dog. I said they had more experience. That was the first time that team, for our team, to go to the playoffs. The Bucks went to the playoffs multiple times. They had went through the trial.
Not with Drew.
Drew went to the playoffs with the Pelicans. What you talking about?
I said they didn't go with Drew. Drew was his first year on the team. They wanted.
Still, he had experience in the playoffs, though.
Okay.
Being in those battle-tested moments.
I'm gonna put it for all of those reasons, and I get it, man. Trey
Look,
got hurt.
he
So
want to get a little intense when he started working out, though.
Like we'll ultimately never know because Trey
This is
got
the way I
hurt.
work,
That's something
man.
Hawks fans keep
Well, how many other Hawks teams was 2 games
But,
away
like,
from the finals?
For those very
Exactly, Black man. Like, what we talking about?
But
how
like,
many
listen,
other Hawks teams was 2 games away from the finals?
They were.
Don't matter. We don't have a championship.
It does matter.
This is the biggest point. That was 4 years ago.
Absolutely matters.
You guys,
how does it matter, Blackberry?
It matters because that was a team that had Trey Young on it.
I said this last year. The conference finals run was a terrible thing that could happen to us because it gave us false hope.
The case that you have been trying to make is that we cannot do
Not
it
win with Trey as the number one guy. Exactly.
That's why it's used as an example. Because how many other Hawks teams were 2 games away from the finals?
2 wins away from the finals.
Y'all want to know? Okay, listen. I get what y'all saying. We were 2 wins away from the conference.
Whatever happened to that referee?
And fans can
telling you,
always
I think
hold on
his
to
ass
that.
got
Look,
promoted.
I'll never take anything away from that run, because I was in love with the Hawks during the run.
Senior umpire in the NBA face ass.
But like, man, come on, man. Like, listen to what y'all saying. Like, y'all know how good Chris is. Like, bro,
they fixed that finals. That finals was fixed.
If I'm being a stat with you, even if Trey was healthy, we probably would have still lost that series in 6 games.
Yep.
You guys are crazy.
We'll never know.
Well, hey, that would
now,
that's
Jay,
your opinion.
that's the hottest we ever played, man.
I disagree with it, but that's your opinion.
Vehemently disagree. We had all the momentum, man.
Had we won that game 3 and Trey stayed healthy and Giannis hyperextended his knee game 4 the same way, maybe we win the series. Because now Giannis.
No, we would win the series.
Right,
would have won.
We gonna lose, Jay.
But like,
exactly.
Damn, you gonna walk fast as hell on that one, boy.
Listen to his point, guys. Listen to his point.
Yeah, y'all
You
not
just
even listening to
backtrack
what
like
he's
that
saying.
all the way around.
No. That's not. I'm saying, as everyone maintained their health in that series, we probably weren't gonna win that. We was probably gonna lose in 6 games. I'm saying, had Trey stay healthy, not
why? How we gonna lose in 6 games?
We were beating them.
Listen to his point.
Not remember. I think
it's not a good point.
He wasn't making that point at that
y'all
time.
not
I just
remember?
need to ask you.
Look, I'm gonna tell you.
It's not a good point.
Had that run, bro. The playbook on how to guard the Hawks pick and roll wasn't there yet. And the first game, we won the first game, right? Trey Young had 48 points that first game. We won by like 2. The next game, they blew us out by 40.
Yep.
Okay.
The next game, they blew us out by 4D.
Okay.
What do we do the next game? What do we do the next game?
What
happened to the next game?
Before.
Look, let's start with that one. What about the next game?
What happened in the next game?
The next game.
Again, the second game.
What happened in the series?
The road ran out. The road ran out.
Listen. When we
James
came
just
the
no
game
point
3, right? When Trey Young had 33 3/4.
Well, since he ain't gonna say, I'm gonna look it up.
He was going crazy, right? In that game 3, he turns his ankle.
You better change, brother.
But here's
no, he taking too long.
No, here's the reality, bro. The Hawks was up.
He taking too long.
The Hawks was up 10 when he came back in the game.
Hey, Red. He hoping the signal go out so we can't talk about it.
No,
okay, so
it ain't even that. Y'all just can't let him finish his point. Damn.
Hey,
like, bro,
why, Red? Because he agreed with what you're saying. Yeah, he about to run.
That really is a good point, dude.
I'm just being real with you.
Oh Lord.
Figured out they can switch a athletic guy.
I'm gonna catch up with y'all, man. Salute to everybody who tapped in, man. Hawks tricked off.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Stay safe out there.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all the Hawks fans.
Hey, D, you done took you a Powerball. You done took that
Have a good holiday, everybody.
Praise the birth of our Lord and Savior. Praise the birth of our Lord and Savior.
Y'all be careful out there.
Amen.
Y'all stay up, man.
Merry Christmas, John.
All right, thank.
I keep that shit on me. That shit on, yeah. I keep that shit on. Yeah. The telephone racks for the drip on me. Keep that shit on. Blowing on his eyes, sipping lean. I keep that shit on. Bad bitches recognize me. I keep this shit on. Yeah. I keep that shit on.